that's fine. All right. I'm sorry, everyone. How's it going? We are doing the Michigan Panthers as they take on the Houston Roughnecks. So that's getting underway in a few minutes. Just want to welcome everyone here. I do thank you guys for choosing me today. I do appreciate it. As we will be just waiting for this one to begin. Let's see. Michigan, I believe they are. Well, let's look at it right now. Michigan and Houston. There you go. You can see Michigan. They are 5-2, and they're looking to pretty much. If they win, I would say. I mean, they would pretty much clinch a spot because Houston would have 5 losses, Michigan would have 6, and that pretty much means that they're going to be in the top 2 guaranteed. Doesn't really matter with Birmingham, whatever they do. And again, Houston, they're looking to stay in it. Again, top 2 teams advance for each team, and we're already in week 8, so it's not many weeks left. As again, they are just battling for position. So just going to try to keep you guys entertained until this game starts. Again, I do appreciate everyone for stopping by. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. But only if you like what you see. I don't want to force you to do it, even though I am a small-time guy. As I will be, again, I call baseball games. I plan on calling a bunch of football and college football once late August hits. So I'm excited for that. So I'm trying to warm myself up as, try to catch as many UFL games as possible. I'm usually busy on the weekends. Today I'm off, so this is why I'm here. I'm really excited to watch some football. Hopefully, it will lead to good football. Again, Michigan 5-2 conference record, 2-1. Houston 3-4. So again, they need to win to really stay alive. Michigan again, pretty much a win, and you clinch a spot. Bryce Perkins, 9 touchdowns, 2 picks. He is out today, so it looks like they're going to have Danny Etling. If you remember him, he played for the Patriots, so that's going to be pretty cool. Danny Etling, see a former NFL player. People kind of joked whenever Brady, I think, left that he was the guy, but yeah, didn't quite work out in New England. And I do apologize. I'm not really familiar with too many of the UFL players. But I will do my best to, I'll identify a number. Then usually in the second half, I will recognize. Of course, NFL, I'll pretty much know everybody or mostly everybody. So, again, I look forward to that. Again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. But there's really not much to see right now because they're just talking and yapping, and then they're going to cut to commercial. You know how it is. They love commercials. But, yeah, winning in for Michigan. Houston really needs this one. Just hang in there, and I don't know if I'll try to. Hopefully, this will update for stats. I'll keep the stats there. That's where we are. Their averages for the year, as you see, Michigan looks like the superior team, and I would say they are. Averaging a whole touchdown above them, passing yards. I mean, look, just the whole offense. I mean, they're averaging 334 yards. Houston was that 230? I mean, not much there. So, I mean, Michigan looking really solid. 87 degrees there in Houston. I don't live too far from that. So, again, just hang in there. I know there's not much happening. Again, feel free to, if you like to chat, talk about whatever you'd like. Talk about the UFL, talk about the NFL. As you can see, I'm a Steelers fan, so if you want to make fun of the team, that's fine with me. I'm kind of used to it the last few years. I'm pretty level-headed. I'm not delusional. I do think differently than most people, so if you just want to engage in conversation about whatever, I will gladly do that during the game or during commercial break, especially during commercial break, because, I got to keep this thing moving. But, yeah, again, the chat's not exactly be moving fast, because I'm not exactly a big-time guy. So, again, if you just want to chat, take this opportunity to go ahead and talk. If you're not, it's fine too. I mean, you came here to, I guess, watch me call this game. And we are in commercial break, so I do apologize. But yeah, this will hopefully be a decent game. I believe Michigan was favored by 7? 7, yeah. So it's a touchdown game, but again, a lot of close games in the UFL as we're returning to coverage. Michigan, apparently it's the hottest game they're going to be playing all year. Again, in Houston, 87 degrees, usually hot and humid there. Not exactly fun living in Southeast Texas. It's where I live. Not a Pennsylvanian anymore, born there, but forcefully moved when I was 8 years old, so can only do so much. As they interview Danny Etling. Again, do apologize. We're gonna eventually get this game started, but don't hesitate to, again, if you're bored, feel free to chat, liven things up. I don't mind responding to you guys. All right, let's see. Exit that out. I could leave it on the standings, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's more appealing to look at. All right. We are somewhat about to get ready for kickoff. Somewhat. We'll just keep waiting around, making you guys bored and frustrated. And I'll just keep yapping. Oh, my goodness. All right. Looks like Houston is going to kick off to Michigan to start this one. Michigan. It's underway. They're going right to left on your YouTube screen. Fielded at the 10. He's at the 20, 25. Tackled at, he's still going. Tackled at the 34. Drug about 2 Roughnecks with them. And they're going to start at about the 34. So there is Danny Etling. He's taken over for Bryce Perkins today because of the injury, assumingly. So far this year, 13 for 23, 118 yards. He did throw a pick as well. No touchdowns and 1 interception. All right. Ball on the 34. Etling in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Running back right beside him. Etling sends the back in motion. Back to pass. It's going to dump it off to the running back, but that was dangerous as that's tipped and incomplete. Almost, honestly, could have been a turnover there. So that's going to bring up second down. 2nd and 10 here for Michigan. Again, Michigan, a win and you're in scenario for them. So a lot on the line here. Again, for Houston, I would say much more. Again, they need a win and stay in the hunt. In the shotgun, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Etling is going to hand it off here. And he's going to not really get much. Maybe a half a yard at most. Number 35 with the carry. I'd have to, again, check his name. I will do my best to get the name for you guys. It wasn't either of those guys. All right, 3rd and 9 here for Michigan. Trips to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Maybe a tight end to the right. Looks kind of big. They need to get to the 44. They're at the 35. Etling back to pass. Etling steps up. Oh, but he is crunched. That's going to be Houston's first sack of the day, and it's a big one as it forces a 3 and out. So Michigan is going to have to punt it away. Let's review the replay here. Etling, 3-step drop, immediately steps up, but just runs into Jones. So 4th and 13, and yes, they're going to punt. So a 3 and out here for Michigan. And there's the punt. Big punt. Oh, what a great punt as he pins it at the 13. Or at the 12, pardon me. So it looks like Houston is going to have to travel quite a bit. Jalen McClendon last week, 15 for 23, 167 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Not really many passing stats in the UFL. I mean, Again, these guys are kind of like, the backup, so you're not going to see the highest quality of play. But, again, the competition is pretty balanced, so it does keep a lot of things in check as far as the offensive side of things. So, apparently, they're saying ball on the 13. The guy stepped at whatever. Ball at the 13, trips to the right, one to the left. We're good. McClendon says. McClendon hands it off. And he's trying to fight. He's still moving forward, but he's going to get 2, maybe 3. Zaquandre White with the carry there. He's one of the key players on the offense. Lawrence Keys for Houston. Defensive side, they have Kai Nakua. I think wasn't he the guy? You guys might be able to help me out there. I'm pretty sure he was the one with the altercation with the fan or something, punched a guy. Or I don't want to. I don't know, he may not have punched, but only 1 game suspension. Interesting. 2nd and 7 in the pistol. Play action's going to do a little dump off here to the tight end. He's going to get the first down and a little bit more. As that's about a gain of 10, 11. I'm kind of waiting for it, but that definitely got the first down for sure. So that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for Houston. 12 minutes and counting in the first quarter. Ball at the 26. McClendon 1 for 1. It was a 10-yard pass. Look at me go. In the shotgun. Empty set. Moving the back out wide. McClendon back to pass. And throws. It's incomplete. A lot of contact there, but nothing do it. So that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, the moving clock is kind of throwing me off. You throw an incomplete pass, and the clock continues to run. And Houston's in the hurry up. Hurry up after an incomplete pass. Trips to the left, one to the right. They're going to hand it off here. And he's got open move. He's at the 40, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Tackled from behind at the 28-yard line. What a huge run by Zaquandre White. Oh, my goodness. It didn't look like he had much, and then all of a sudden it just parted like Ezekiel Elliott parting that run on the Steelers many years ago. Though the defense was able to track him down. 1st and 10 at the 29 in the pistol yet again. McClendon hands it off here. Looks like White's not in. It's another running back. He's going to fight for about 4 yards. So Houston looking pretty good on the ground as of late. 2nd and 6. Apparently Joel Klatt saying that Michigan has a really good run defense. I didn't realize. I should have double-checked the defensive stats. So kind of rare, I guess, what you're listening to today. Again, Houston going left to right on your YouTube screen. Ball to 25. 2nd and 6. Man in motion. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fullback in the backfield. They handed to the running back. The backup 20, 15, 10, 5. Tackled at the 4. So even the backup running back is getting a lot of space here. Look at the replay here. It looked like the edge just kind of stopped pursuing. And from the right side, it was a run to the left. Honestly, if he had committed, I mean, that would have been stuffed. I guess it may have been an RPO. I wouldn't know. Looked like a clean handoff, though. It was Lingard there. 2 rushes, 25 yards. All right, 1st and goal, ball at the 4. McClendon. RPO, he keeps it, but he's going to lose one. Looks like he was kind of helping out his running back there because White was going to get crushed, and he did get hit pretty well. He keeps it, loses a yard. 2nd and goal here, ball at the 5. McClendon 1 for 2 for 10 yards. I guess 1 rush for -1. In the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He's going to hand it off to White. Dancing. Going up the middle. Stuffed at about the 2, maybe 3 or 2 yard line there. Not much doing. So this Michigan defense kind of stiffening as they get closer to the end zone. They're going to mark it at the 3. So a gain of 2 there by White. And they're going to bring back... terrible with names, huh? You'll have to bear with me here as I try to get these. Lingard, that's right. All right, 3rd and goal, ball at the 3 in the shotgun. They've converted 39% of third downs. Play action, throw, slant, incomplete. I'd like to see the replay on that. It looked like the ball just went right by the receiver. Feel like it was right there. All right, we're going to look at the replay. It's just a quick slant. You know, if you're a fan of that Seahawks-Patriots Super Bowl, you probably hate this call. And it looks like, yeah, it was right there on the money, but the receiver wasn't ready. He broke looking, but I guess his hands weren't up as they're going to settle for 3. Chris blew it. 8 for 10, 49-yard is his long. Former NFL kicker, and this might be a delay of game. And, yeah, it's going to be a delay of game here. So they're going to back it up 5 yards. You know, probably not going to mess with Blewett, but just a little interesting. There was a little bit of indecision, of course. They were kind of hesitant to come off the field. They were so close, had a good-looking drive. Unable, again, I'll do my best to try to, hopefully that refreshes for live stats. That would be great for you guys. I don't know. I'll work on that soon, I promise. All right, 26-yard field goal. It's up, and it is good. All right, so Michigan with the 3 and out, and Houston's able to capitalize as they put up 3. 7:34 left in the first quarter. 3-0 Roughnecks lead. This is what I want. Box score. There we go. All right, again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out a lot if you're able to grant me that. I do call baseball games, and again, I'll be calling a bunch of football games as I look to spend a lot of time on the weekends in fall in front of this camera covering college and football. And again, you can recommend games too. That's kind of a big thing here. No one recommends a game. I pick a game, and usually most of the time that's the case. But you know, I have had people recommend it. It's usually a great time too. Don't hesitate to chat in the comments. Talk about whatever you'd like. Again, we're probably all NFL football fans, college football fans, which I'm just now getting into the college scene. I've watched the last 2 or 3 years, and it's really been awesome. I can't lie. I really love the college game, which the NIL thing, it's kind of another story, but I do appreciate it. Doing good. Thank you, man. Thank you. Hopefully I earned that subscription. It's free, by the way, if you guys are like worried about your wallets, and I understand we're in a tough economy. I get it. But I went ahead and made it free for you, so feel free to hit that subscribe button. It won't cost you a dime. And again, if you're a sports fan, I don't see why not. I don't think it would hurt you. And again, we're on commercial break, so that's pretty much when I promote again, or I talk to you guys again. Don't hesitate to chat about whatever, talk about whatever you'd like, NFL, or talk about the UFL. I'm not really a diehard UFL fan. I don't know if really there are many people are. Maybe the St. Louis fans that feel spurned about the whole Rams thing, but for the most part, we're all NFL fans, I'd say. Just ready for football season. Feel free to chat about whatever you'd like. And again, if you're a baseball fan, hey, this is perfect for you too. I do baseball games because it's baseball season. So I'm doing another Pirates game tonight. Do mostly Pirates, but again, I've done other games as well. So if you're a fan of other MLB teams, don't feel like it's just a Pirates channel. You can just look at my lives, and you can see the proof right there. I promise I'm not lying. Not going to mislead you. All right, we're working our way back. So we're going to show the highlight of last game, the last play, running to the 1. Wow. Okay. So Michigan winning on a last second touchdown there in Arlington last week, 25-24. All right, we're back here. Now officially back as they're getting ready to kick off to resume this one. Again, 7:34 left on in the first quarter, so plenty of time. Nothing, obviously, we're just starting here. Well, at least I thought we were ready to kick off. My apologies. They got to fit those commercials in, which is so annoying. Okay. There we go. Blewett puts up the hand and kicks it off. Fielded at the 8. He's at the 15, the 20, 25, spins. He's still on his feet. It's at the 30, tackled at the 33. Broke about 2 tackles there, as he's pretty happy with himself. So pretty good field position. But, I mean, I guess most football games do have a good field position at the 30 now. As here comes again the former New England Patriot, Danny Etling. 786 yards for him this year. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 61% completion. In the shotgun is Etling. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Going right to left on your radio screen. Etling, play action. Throws. And it's caught at the 45, 40, 35. Pushed down at the 34 by the tight end. But there is a penalty marker, as that is... It's football, so, you know, we love penalties. Just a simple corner route. 84 was wide open. Still trying to get the name. I can't quite see. And looks like it's coming back. That's tough for Michigan. Nolan, the coach, doesn't like it. Looks like it's going to be a legal man downfield. So that is nullified. 5-yard penalty there. 1st and 15 at the 29 now. Trips to the right. Tight end in to the left. Back right beside him. Etling hands it off. No, it's an RPO. He kept it 30. He's going to get a few yards there. Faked me out and the cameraman. So look at him go. He's got that magician or option king in the. That trade ever goes to if they make a UFL video game and they use the college stuff. Option king right there. Gain of 4 is the official gain for Etling. Though it looks like they're right back at the 34. So I'm going to say 5. He gained 5 there. 2nd and 10. At the 34, Etling. Swing pass here to the back. Nice snag. He's at the 35. Makes a guy miss. Makes another guy miss at the 40. 45. Tackled at the 46. Nice play. Looked like it was going to be just a lazy incompletion, but with a nice snag, able to make a plethora of guys miss. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my goodness. What a play there. But number 28, again, that was McCrary with the catch, so shout out McCrary. 1st and 10 at the 46. Etling, man in motion, in the shotgun. Back to pass play action. Throws to 17, 50, 45, 40. So that's going to be another 1st down, as that's a nice gain there. A gain of, 14 there? 15, not too sure. 14 it is. So pretty efficient. Again, they had a nice, 25-yard completion. Message, okay, something happened, but then didn't happen. But yeah, again, that was called back due to the penalty. Ball at the 40, in the shotgun. Etling hands it off. Oh, he's got some room. He's at the 30 already. Tackled at the 27, but there is another flag. As, again, holding. It's going to be holding. So, again, that gap was pretty wide open. So that's going to back them up 10. Penalties kind of pushing Michigan back, but so far they've been able to, say no problem on this drive. 1st and 18. So 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. That's usually how it goes, but usually you see 1st and 20. All right, ball at the 48. In the shotgun is Etling. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Running back in motion. And a swing pass here. He makes a guy miss. 45, 42. Tackled at the 41. So a gain of about 7. This is Taua. And I apologize. I will butcher these names, as I'm not really familiar with them. Kind of a big guy. You guys remember Matt Asiata? Get that type of vibe from him. 2nd and 11 coming up for the Panthers. In the shotgun, to the left, to the right. Etling back to pass. Moves to his right. Looking. Still looking. He's going to take off and run. Oh, he gets a few yards there as he sneaks out of bounds. Probably a gain of, 3 or 4 there? Didn't look like he was going to get much, but he turned nothing into something. Gain of 4 for Etling. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 7 coming up for the Panthers. Perkins is hurt, apparently. He, I guess, got injured, and that's why Etling is in. Perkins, apparently the broadcast team were saying that Perkins had been really doing well and might have been in the conversation for MVP, as Michigan is not going to get this call. So they're going to take a timeout. So at 3:29 in the first quarter, it's 3rd and 7 coming up for the Panthers. I don't know if we're going to commercial break yet. Regardless, again, don't hesitate to chat about whatever you'd like. Again, we're probably all football fans here, ready for the NFL season. College, I'm not going to know as much, but again, I will be doing college games, and I have been getting into the college game last few years, so I'm looking forward to that as well. I'll be doing those. And then if you're a baseball fan, hey, this is also a channel for you. It's been doing that's what I've been pretty much doing since college basketball, and I did a lot of college basketball. That was great. So if you're a sports fan in general, I think this is the channel for you. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. Won't cost you a dime. All right, 3rd and 7 here for Michigan. They need to get to the 30. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Tawa to his left as well. Etling back to pass. Throws down the right side, but that is 5 yards over his head. Incomplete, intended for the big number 17. Yeah, and I do apologize. Won't know these names. Feel free to let me know if you guys know them. And I credit you for that because, again, I've been working most weekends, so this is kind of rare that I'm able to do this. Don't really know much about the UFL. So 4th and 7, looks like they're going to bring on the field goal unit. As this one will probably be, 55-yard attempt here? It is, 55-yard attempt. This is B.T. Potter, 7 for 10, but has a long of 56, so he has the leg. As we have a timeout. As Houston, I guess, is going to ice the kicker or rethink this. I don't know. Didn't really look like anything crazy there. Yeah, don't hesitate to chat about whatever you like. There are going to be dead spots in this broadcast, so I'll do my best to try to make it as entertaining as possible, but I don't know. Pretty new to this, so I'll do my best. Again, it is a timeout. I do apologize. Nothing going on right now. It's going to be a 55-yard attempt as the Panthers come back on the field. 55-yard attempt to tie it up. Michigan going 3 and out on their first drive. Houston had huge chunk plays specifically on the ground, and they were able to tack on 3 at the end of that drive. It kind of stalled out once they got inside the 5. Looks like they're actually going to go for it. So Potter came on to go off. Yeah, their offense is on the field. Etling in the shotgun. Back to pass. They're going for it. Throwing deep down the left side. It is incomplete, but there is a flag. Jalen Moore was the intended receiver, but we're waiting. Pass interference defense. So, that gamble pulls or works out. Oh my goodness. Let's look at it. Oh my goodness. These guys are NFL refs. There was no there was just maybe a little bit. That was not a flag. UFL doesn't even have updates online. It's stupid. It's dead league. Yeah. I don't know. They do need to work on it. I feel like spring football could work out. It's just, I don't know. You can tell that they don't put in as much effort as they need to as well. All right, so the drive stays alive. 1st and 10 at the 23. Yeah, it was a very interesting play call there. But it works out. Little out route here, 2015. And he's going to get the first down as he's still on his feet but pushed out of bounds. And they're going to show this again. I don't really see it. So I guess around the 5-yard mark, kind of just he doesn't grab. That's the thing. He just kind of put his hand there. I don't know. I feel like he throws the flag. You need Michigan to win for my Martingale play. Well, I'm assuming that's betting. And yeah, there's a lot of sports bettors always, every single time. I feel bad, though. I'll tell you a story here real quick. Not really a story. 1st and 10 here in the shotgun. Etling. Oh, it's a quarterback draw. He's at the 10. Tackled at the 6. Just one man to beat. Couldn't beat him. But he does gain 5. So most of the time, I'm not even kidding, whenever people bet or tell me their bets, they lose. I'm not even kidding. This is a cursed platform for bettors. So if you have a bet, I would recommend just not even letting me know, because for some reason you're cursed. So 2nd and 5, correct? Yeah, I'm pissed because Perkins wasn't up. Oh yeah. Yeah, you would think again. I don't know. They should let you know. 2nd and 5, hands it off to Taua, and he's going to get maybe a yard. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 coming up for the Panthers. So in theory, they could still get the first down. The ball's at the 5, but again, they have to get to the 1 to keep the drive alive. Very hard though to land in between the 1 and the goal line. Yeah, sorry, Holzheiser. It's tough. I don't know why. For baseball, I mean, it's usually for baseball, so maybe it's not for football, but they'll let me know their bets for baseball. And as they were rushing to the line, and they're going to have to call a timeout. I don't know what's going on here. I guess they couldn't get a – in fact, I just read his lips there. I'm a John Boy guy. Look at that. I couldn't hear the call. That's what he said. So commercial break here. Roughnecks up 3-0 over the Panthers. Panthers have the ball at the 5-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up with 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, if you are a sports fan, I suggest, I really do, hitting that subscribe button. But again, only if you think I'm doing an okay job. I'm new to this. I'm just trying to see how this goes. I do plan on doing this for the NFL and college football, so Saturdays and Sundays for sure. And when I can during the week, work can be pretty hectic. But, I'm going to give it a fair shot this year and see how it goes. And again, if you're a baseball fan, why do live play-by-play and reaction for baseball until pretty much football, and I'll still do baseball in September. I don't think I'll do much playoff baseball, but it's just really to do something during the week if I'm able to do it, because obviously football's mostly on Saturdays and Sundays. I'll probably leave the Monday nights and Thursday nights to the big time streamers. They put in the work many years ago to do that. They get the audience. That's cool. I totally understand. That's my place. Tom, you guys probably know Tom Grassi, Urinating Tree, all them. Jaguar's one of my favorites. So I leave that to them. I'll do the Saturdays and Sundays. You're doing great. The other stream option was an old man on his couch. I think I know what you're talking about. I was with, oh my gosh, yeah, it's like a Michigan guy, something like that. I don't know. I was just watching another stream, just trying to see how other people do this, and he rated out. And I'm like, oh, that's really nice. And then the old dude on the couch literally started ripping the dude for rating. It was only a party of 7, which, I mean, honestly, that's usually how it is for me. I mean, today I see that I have a lot more. It's really cool. Thank you guys again for choosing me for your entertainment today. But I don't know. He was kind of a douche move. I don't know why he was just ripping the guy for trying to help him out. Whatever. So I told him, go screw yourself, and then I left. I left that dude, yeah. I don't know. But whatever. Whatever. Everyone is their own way. So, but anyway, so again, a big play here. 3rd and 4 at the 5. Apparently, Birmingham is up on the St. Louis Battlehawks 9-0 in the other game. I do have a ticker there. Hopefully, that if that doesn't show up, let me know. I don't know. You guys don't have to watch it. I should be watching it, but it should be on there. 3rd and 4. Etling back to pass, scrambling to his right, throws across his body. Oh, it's caught. Touchdown. Wow, that was a risky throw, but he was just chilling in the middle of the end zone. Nobody there. Malik Turner gets 6 points. Houston's looking around like, who in the world? It looks like they were confused. Yeah, looking at that pre-play there. They were pointing. Other players were just like, no, you got this. I got, like, they were like panicking. And you see it, the end result, Michigan takes advantage. All right, they're going for 1. I don't know how do you guys like that? I don't know if you guys like the 1, 2, and 3 thing. I'm just a classic extra point guy to kick it. All right, Etling is going to throw it for the 1, and he gets it. So that is an easy one. So Michigan is up 7-3 over Houston. So the timeout, all those delays, I think they had to take 2 there on that drive. But I guess it pays off. You get 7. So Panthers 7, Roughnecks 3. And I really hope that the ticker is going to be pretty good for you guys. Again, you got the ticker there from your little sports center. Got a little scoreboard there. I know there's one to my left or right behind, I guess, me. But I don't know. People, I don't think, liked it. So there you go. I got that. But again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. It's a sports channel. It's a sports channel for you. I do plenty of games, as many as I can. Again, for football season, I'm going to be all in. I've already talked to my bosses about it at work. Like, hey, I can't do weekends from September to like early February. And I'll have to pay for it after that, obviously, from February to August. But I'm willing to sacrifice that to see how this goes. It's a little experiment this year. Hopefully it works out. But again, don't hesitate to comment, talk about whatever you'd like. Again, we're all sports fans here. I would assume so. Or maybe you're just here for the money. Hey, that's fine too. In which case, yes, you're correct to not say much about your bet, because I swear it's like a 10% hit rate. It really does not. It does not hit. Once you say that bet, you're cursed. It's a GG's. But I wish you the best. I'll be pulling for you, of course. I'm not going to be rooting against you. I just think it's funny. So, again, Panthers 7, Roughnecks 3, as, again, we're on commercial break here. So, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to say during commercial break. That's the tough part, is, like, keeping it moving. I will be trying to do a predictions video soon, so now that the schedule's out, I'll be doing that. I do have very little videos on the channel. I did this baseball MLB The Show franchise. That didn't work out, so I just kind of did away with that, and I don't really do videos. I don't know. I do want to do this one, though. I want to do a predictions one. Usually do pretty good. Every year I do it with my buddies, and I'm usually the best one every single year. So, yeah, we'll do a predictions video. You guys can obviously, we're all going to disagree on that, Oh, I think this team's better. Oh, I think that team's not that good. Every single time. Every single time. You never know what happens year to year. Again, they're predictions. But again, I don't have any problem debating on any of that. I'll give you my reasons why. Some of them might just literally be history repeats itself. Some of them is just like, well, I have a good feeling. I don't know. If there's any Cowboys fans here, sorry. I look forward to this season. I think this season will be a fun one, because I think you guys will be just good enough to be right there at the end of the year competing, and then you're done. That'll be fun. Again, I'm a Steelers fan, I know. All right, here's the kickoff. Fielded at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Tackled at about the 33-yard line. So that's where Houston will begin this drive. Yeah, a pretty good drive by Houston in the this is only their second drive, but looked pretty good. Just big plays, dominating on the ground. All right, 1st and 10 here. In the shotgun, McClendon 1 for 3 for 10 yards so far. Ball at the 33. Receivers in tight. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. McClendon. Play action. Heavy pressure. Throws down the right side. It is batted away at the last second. Incomplete. Whitehead Jr. with a great play to bat the ball down. Throw was maybe just a hair behind, but really, really solid. Heavy pressure though. Pressure came up the middle. White did a really good job picking up the blitzer, but nothing doing. As I believe that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Yep, end of the first quarter. Panthers up slightly over the Roughnecks, 7-3. You're watching this guy, Dr. Delay, on YouTube. Again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. You'll probably get tired of me, but it works. If I just go up a few each time, it's worth it. But, yeah, again, if you like sports, this is the channel for you. It is free, I promise. Won't be charged yet. There will be no bill sent to you. Nothing whatsoever. I am surprised. I don't know if you guys know Official Jaguar. He usually does these games. I guess he's busy today or he's doing something else. Yeah, he's usually the one. So we'll just have to bear with me through the commercials. Let's look at the time of possession. Obviously, Michigan had a nice drive there last time out, making up for the 3 and out. Going forward on that big 4th down, that was huge. Keeping the drive alive, and it leads to 7. Again, the Roughnecks kind of just... on the ground, they really had those chunk plays, 6 carries, 74 yards, really solid. Michigan not really having much success, but through the air they are. Kind of a little, well, let's look at actually, because sometimes it includes sack yards. I hate that crap. What is this? All right, Etling, 5 for 7, 50 yards, so not too bad. Doing pretty good in relief for Perkins. Etling, also 3 rushes, 14 yards. Taua. Not really doing much on the ground right now. Turner, obviously, with the touchdown catch. So, again, we're just getting started here at the end of the first quarter. McClendon, 1 for 4 for 10 yards. But, again, their running game has been, like even Lingard, the backup, is doing really well. 2 for 25, had that big run. White also had that huge run for 45. So, again, the running game, or at least those 2 big plays, really have kept the Roughnecks. Honestly, now that I'm looking at it, outside of those 2 runs, the Roughnecks haven't really been able to do anything. Again, this is only their second drive, and it just started, so we'll just have to see how it goes. So what I'll do is I'll leave the stats up whenever the offense is up. That's what I'll do. Just won't be able to see. I don't have an ad blocker. Sorry. But again, it is a commercial break, so I do apologize. Panthers up 7-3 over the Roughnecks. TTV Clicks to Best Fourth. How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. We're just doing a little UFL. Don't hesitate to, ask any questions, talk about football. In fact, there was one of the baseball things I did. We literally, obviously I'm calling the baseball game, but we talked about this. We talked about just like quarterbacks, who was better all time, stuff like that. It was pretty fun. Had some controversial takes. Actually, I was surprised there were people that agreed with me. I won't tell you what it was. I know that, I don't know. I don't want it to get heated. I'll tell it maybe a little bit later. I'll just dingle that in front of you. How about after this drive, I'll tell you. All right, 2nd and 10. Ball at the 33 in the shotgun. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. McClendon hands it off to White. White is only going to get about a yard or 2. He was pretty much hit immediately. So you see that Michigan defense starting to come alive. Again, they've been touted as a really good run defense, but got shredded in the first quarter, really, with those big runs. You watch baseball? Heck yeah, man. That's actually what I'm doing until football season. I do live play-by-play, so I'll do that as well. I'll do that a few times a week whenever I can if I'm not working and the wife is okay. 3rd and 8 here for Houston in the shotgun. McClendon back to pass. Stepping up. Throws. It is caught. Sliding catch there, and he gets up and is fighting for more yards. You gotta love that. Hall with the catch. Oh, what a play. Good protection, too. Stepping up, finding the sliding Hall. No one contacted him while he was on the ground, so he gets up and is met immediately, but he's fighting. He fought for an extra probably 2 or 3 yards there. So 1st and 10 at the 49. McClendon, empty set. McClendon, little bubble screen here. It's at the 50, 45. Pushed out of bounds at the 44-43. Pretty happy about that. Who's your favorite team? Oh, I'm sorry. I am for UFL. Oh, for baseball, it's Pirates. Didn't update on Spivey. What is? I'm sorry, Spivey. Did you say something? I apologize. I'm not quite too sure what that means, but hi, Spivey. I don't know if you're looking for recognition. I mean, I'll give you the recognition. How's it going? Shout out, Spivey. You're a Pirates fan. They showed up last night. Yeah, they showed up for sure. Yeah, they're freaking pathetic. We're 45-0, actually. We're undefeated. All right, so apparently it's a penalty there. I do apologize. Holding penalty. 1st and 19. Hands it off to White. White's going to get a few yards here, 5 or 6. Gets 6 yards there. I don't know. I guess I got to turn up the headset because I didn't hear anything about the penalty. They didn't actually announce the last few penalties. Literally was the commentators telling me. I don't know what's going on with the refs not telling me what's going on or telling the crowd what's going on. So 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13 at the 46. In the shotgun is McClendon. Trips to the left, one to the right. McClendon back to pass. Moving to his left. Now moving to his right. Throws. It's incomplete. And Michigan player's going to run to the end zone because it could have been a fumble. I don't think so. It looked like a good throw, but that was dangerous. Just trying to stay alive, making a play. But, a lot of people hate Carson Wentz for that. But that's pretty much what he's just trying to do. Just fight and stay alive. You got to just would have been better. I mean, obviously gets lucky with the incompletion, but probably should have just taken the sack because the Michigan player was just a few feet away from that being a pick 6. 3rd and 13. Oh, man, that's definitely a false start. As the cadence, I guess, was just too good as the receiver's going to jump early. I didn't update on Spivey. Spivey. You're his father. Spivey. Spivey. Who's Spivey? I'm so sorry. I can't. I'm not too sure who Spivey is. Is that a player? If he's playing, that's awesome, but I'm sorry. I have short-term memory. As that throw is over the middle and incomplete. Intended for White, so looks like they're going to have to punt. Was responding to Kendrick message on no updates on UFL. Oh, okay. I got you. All right. So it looks like Houston is going to punt. So 4th and 18. Looks like Michigan's going to get it back. So that drive is going to end. So I'll switch it over here for the stats here for Michigan. They're eventually going to punt. They're bleeding the clock for some reason. All right, there's the punt. Fielded at the 11. He's at the 15, the 20, 25-30, 35-40, 45-50. Going down the right sideline. He might go 30, 25-20. Oh, he's dragged by his hair. He's tackled at the 1. The ball went out of the end zone, but I think he was down. Houston player grabbed him by his dreads. Oh, my goodness. I remember seeing that. Troy Polamalu got his hair yanked a few times whenever he'd have it. Oh, man, that probably did not feel great. What a return there, though. Was that 88-yard return? Yeah, grabbed. Oh, at the end. And then probably a little bit of a, well, maybe not a face mask. No, he's grabbing the shoulder pad. But regardless, Michigan should have the ball at about the 1-yard line. Number 12, I got you. I have not heard anything. No updates. All right, first and goal here. Etling sends a man in motion. Play action. Tosses to the tight end for a wide open touchdown. Samson Nakua. Okay, he might have been the Nakua then that was. I don't know. I don't remember which Nakua was the one that was literally got in trouble for fighting. But Nakua with a wide open touchdown. So Michigan is now up 13-3, and it looks like they initially looked like they're going for one. They are going for one. So it's going to look like a standard NFL score. Maybe. I mean, it still would. In the shotgun is Etling. Hands it off to Taua, and he just finds the hole, squeezes through, and gets the extra point. So Michigan, again, set up by that huge 88-yard return. What a play that was, and what an assist that was, as Michigan is up 14-3 over Houston. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I'm a sports channel. It's what I do. Again, I do cover baseball games. I'll actually be doing one later this evening. I will be doing Pirates Phillies. Usually when no one recommends anything, I kind of just pick a game, and I hadn't done a Pirates game in a while. So, well, I think I did, but anyways, whatever. We'll probably lose anyway. But yeah, I do football. I'm going to do football in the fall. So, definitely if you're a football fan, hit that subscribe button. College and NFL. I'll be doing that Saturdays and Sundays, and then I'll try to do some of the the Tuesday night MACtion. I'll try to do that if I get the opportunity to do that. I will. I don't usually work that late except on towards the later end of the week. But again, I should hopefully have those off. I will. Going to. Friday nights will not happen. I mean, not much happens on Friday nights. I actually will be working those days, as I actually do play-by-play for the local high school. Don't get paid much, but it's just fun to do it. I know sports fans would probably do it for free, but it is nice to get a little bit of pay. But yeah, it is pretty fun. So I get to see our local high school, and they're not any good, but it's fun regardless. It's fun to do play-by-play. Get in for free, get to watch a free football game. But yeah, no, Panthers up 14-3 again. Don't hesitate to comment in the chat about whatever you'd like. Oh, I said I would give you guys the controversial take. This might get the chat going a little bit. And I don't think it's controversial. This is just what the sports media people think, both on TV and fans, and I disagree. So I see almost in every comment section on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Drew Brees is always this underrated quarterback. But if everyone says it, it has to mean he's overrated. And that's not the reason why. Again, he has all those yards, 80,000 yards. Oh, if he only had a defense. Well, again, that's a two-way street. So if he had the good defense, he wouldn't be thrown for 5,000 yards. You get what I'm saying? He has those yards because he had the bad defense. It's a catch-22. And I believe Ben Roethlisberger was the better quarterback. Again, he competed in the AFC with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, and he was the other guy. He always gets overlooked, and he always had that defense. I agree. But, again, he didn't get the stats because of the great defense. He didn't have to throw as the return to the 25. Reverses field 30, 35, 40. At the 45-yard line. is where Houston will start this drive. So back-to-back nice returns, of course, for the Michigan punt return and then the Houston kickoff return. So, yes, I do believe Ben is the superior quarterback. Hello, Trisk. How's it going? Long-time viewer there. I appreciate you. We got Michigan, the Michigan Panthers taking on the Houston Roughnecks. Houston down 14-3. All right, 1st and 10 at the 46 in the pistol. McClendon keeps it. He's at the 50. He's going to slide at about the 49-yard line. So a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd and manageable. St. Louis has just scored in the Birmingham game. So Birmingham now up 9-6 over St. Louis. And again, there's another game tomorrow. Arlington, D.C. will not be able to cover that one as I will be working during that time. 2nd and 5. McClendon in the shotgun. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. McClendon back to pass. Throws a little out route there. It's going to be caught, but I think he's just short of the sticks. So it's going to be 3rd and short. Probably 3rd and 1. I want to say that was that Lingard there? I did forget to switch this over. That was Merritt. Merritt there with the catch. 3rd and 1. Both teams 1 for 3 on 3rd down. Houston in the pistol. McClendon keeps it on the RPO. Oh, but he got stuffed. The running back was going to get blown up, and he really did. And then McClendon keeps it, but he's also hit. So, again, this Michigan defense just coming alive. As that's going to bring up 4th and probably 2. 4th and 2, and they're going for it. Ball at the 46. They need to get past the 44, to the 44, I should say. And they're going to hand it off. And it's up the middle. He's got the first down. Merritt with the nice run. So the Roughnecks have 3 nice running backs. He's able to just run straight up the middle. Had very little room and was able to squeeze through. Breaks a tackle. And get the first down. 1st and 10, ball at the 37. McClendon in the pistol. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. McClendon keeps it. And he's going to fight forward. Oh, man, he took some big hits there, but it's a gain of 4, possibly 5 regardless. Pirates are lousy. Listen to the game. Down 0-1. Hit a 3-run homer. Told my friend Phillies would score 3 in the next inning, and the Pirates would lose 8-5. Yeah, yes, you were. Pirates are pretty pathetic. I get the blessing of covering them later this evening. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line. In the pistol is McClendon. McClendon, play action. Throws it deep down the left side. It is caught. Touchdown. A diving catch by Kiki Chisholm makes this a 1-score game here in the 2nd quarter. What a play. What a throw. But really, what a catch. Just diving catch. Chisholm outruns 2 defenders. McClendon took a pretty big shot there. Body weight, of course, didn't land on him. You know, that's that new thing. But what a throw and what a catch. Really, the catch was amazing by Chisholm. All right, so it looks like they're going for 1. Looks like they are in the ace formation, tight, 2 tight ends tight, 2 receivers to the each on each side. McClendon back to pass, looks, throws, it's picked off, and that's just going to be tackled in the end zone. So, but I mean, Houston gets 6 there, so it's Panthers 14, Roughnecks 9, thanks to the nice dot there. And what a really catch. Honestly, it was the catch. A 33-yard touchdown to Kiki Chisholm. to make this 14-9. I will be watching. Shout out to Dominique who's listening. Shout out, Dominique. There you go. So 14-9 is your score. Michigan up by 5. Of course, they will be getting the ball back on this next kickoff. Again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I know you'll probably get annoyed, but I got to do it. No one else is going to promote me. If you like sports, this is really a channel for you. If you like football, definitely a channel for you, as I'll be doing these games. Or not really, obviously can't do UFL, but NFL, college football. This fall, I will be here in front of the camera every Saturdays and Sundays. And then if I'm able to do some, random games during the week, I will. And again, if you're a baseball fan, hey, hit that subscribe button. That's what's going on now. I do that, I would say, about 2 to 3 times a week. There are sometimes I'm able to get 4. Just really depends on how the work schedule's going, how my personal life's going, all that good stuff. Okay, Roughnecks. Yeah, no, Roughnecks looking pretty good there on that drive. But yeah, no, definitely hit that subscribe button. It's free. You will not be charged a thing. I do promise that. I will not send you a bill. YouTube was like, no, you got to send them a bill. You got to make money. I'm like, nah, man, it's a free service. I want to make sure that they can get the game if they're not able to watch it on their local listings or whatnot. Also, don't hesitate to comment in the chat in the comments, whatever you want to call it. And we're all football fans here. Talk about whatever you like. You can ask me whatever topic, or you can just talk about whatever topic. It doesn't really matter. You guys can talk amongst themselves. You got yourselves. I don't really, just do whatever you like. This is a channel for you. Try to keep it polite and cordial, I will say. And I say that with the guy with all the controversial takes, but but yeah, I mean, we're all just hanging out. We're all sports fans. That's pretty much what it is, man. Sports is a nice distraction. It's a nice entertainment. We all love it. We're raised that way, or we became sports fans. Whatever your story is, we're all in this together at the end of the day. All right, Blue It here is ready for the kickoff. As Michigan, again, they're still up by 5. All right, fielded at the 4. He's at the 10, 15, 20. And looks like he's not going to get much this time as he's tackled at the 21. Had the big punt return, but I think he tried the exact same move and path, but it just wasn't happening. I do apologize. Forgot to switch this over to the Panthers. There's the Panthers stats for you. Again, Etling, a lot of talk about, Perkins, the injured quarterback, but Etling not doing too bad so far, keeping it. Small completions, but for the most part, keeping the ball moving. All right, in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Etling hands it off to Tawa, and he's got some space. He's at the 30. Oh, it just pushed a guy off him, but it's gang tackled at about the 34. So nice play by Tawa. So brand new set of downs for Michigan. 1st and 10, ball at the 34. Michigan in the pistol. 2 out wide to the left, 2 receivers to the right. And RPO, he keeps it, and he's going to slide for about 5 yards, I'd say. So it'll be 2nd and 5. 6:40 and counting left in the second quarter. Michigan up 14-9. As you can probably see to, my right, or my left, your right, and down there. So I got plenty of scoreboard. If you ever ask what the score is, I may lose it in front of you guys. 2nd and 5. Etling back to pass. Throws, slant route is caught. He's at the 50, 45. Still on his feet, but he will be tackled at the 45 as there is a flag. May have been a pick. Blocking downfield. Yeah, just can't do that, so that's going to back him up. Number 17. Oh, that's tough. All right, so that's going to back them up a few. 2nd and 15 coming up for Michigan. Empty set here for Etling, or at least at the moment. A little confusion on where to line up here, but they still have time. Empty set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Etling back to pass. Yeah, pump fakes. Scrambles to his left. Oh, and he's brought down from behind. Jones with the sack. I believe that's his 2nd sack of the day, as Houston is looking to keep this one a 5-point game. A little bit of holding there, not called. Jones is able to chase him down, the scrambling Etling. So 3rd and 18 coming up for Michigan in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Etling back to pass. Throws over the middle. It's caught. That's not going to get much, as he's tackled at the 31. So a little Dak Prescott stat padding. Of course, most quarterbacks do that now. Just, again, I'm probably a Cowboys hater. Probably. You can probably leave out the probably there. So that's going to bring up 4th down for the Panthers, as Houston will get the ball back with about 4:30, 4:25, maybe 4:20, depending if they take this all the way. A great chance to take the lead. Again, Houston looking pretty decent on that last drive. So there's the punt. Big punt. Fielded at the 13. He's at the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Tackled at the 40. What a return. Just kept making guys miss, going left, zigzagging. What a nice return there. As we're going to head to commercial break. Houston down by 5 with the chance to take the lead on this drive. Again, Houston with a lot to play for. If Michigan wins, they clinch a spot. Let's go ahead and look at that back. I'll switch that. Michigan would go to 6-2. They would fall to 3-5. So that means no matter what happens, Houston would not surpass Michigan in the standings. So Michigan pretty much would cement their playoff spot. And they would need a lot of help. They would need the St. Louis Battlehawks to beat the Stallions today in order to stay in. So if the Battlehawks lose and the Roughnecks lose, Roughnecks are done. That is my understanding. And, of course, again, if Michigan, if Houston wins, they still stay alive for the hunt. And it would be really awesome if the Battlehawks would beat Birmingham. For Houston's point of view, again, I don't really have a dog in the fight, so I'm not really gonna cheer for anybody here. But that would mean there's still a lot left to play. If Michigan, Birmingham fell to 5-3, and Houston would be 4-4. But if it's the other way around, Houston's pretty much cooked. They are done. See you next year. Gaining yards on 3rd and long is not stat padding. Well, okay, so if it's 3rd and 15 and you throw it 3 yards short or 3 yards in front of you, that is stat padding because you're not trying. I understand you're moving the ball. Well, you got to help out the punter. But, I mean, punters now can launch it. I don't know. That's just – I'll disagree with you there, Trisk. If it's 3rd and 19, you check it down for 3 yards. You weren't trying. That's a stat pad, making your completion percentage look good. It hurts your yards per attempt, but no one looks at that anymore. I do. I'm one of the few that do. But nah. No, I think that's just not much. Now, if you find a medium route there, okay, I get you. That's not too bad. Like 10 yards down the field. But anyway, whatever. We're back here as they're returning to coverage here of McClendon talking to the coach. I don't remember who the coach is. They didn't really announce the coaches. So, again, don't hesitate to chat about whatever you'd like. You can have disagreements about stat padding. You can shout out random people. You talk about the random Pirates game. Pirates losing, of course. What else is new? All right, McClendon. 5 for 11 so far on the day. Or he's 5 for 10, pardon me. McClendon back to pass. Throwing it deep. And that one is way overshot. So now he's 5 for 11. That was about 15 yards over the wide open receiver. I'd like to see. He was facing pressure. Hit as he threw. But he already released the ball, to be honest with you. So he's 5 for 11, 63 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 10 coming up for Houston. Ball at the 40. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kill. They're killing a play. McClendon back to pass. Throws. It is almost intercepted. Should have been intercepted, but in and out of the hands of the wide open free safety there. Overthrew the receiver. Receiver didn't actually put his hands up. I'm kind of confused by that. 11 probably could have at least made some more effort there. But incomplete. Number 18 just dropped a wide open pick. I'll never understand that. I'll never understand professionals dropping wide open passes. 3rd and 10, McClendon back to pass. Throws. It is almost intercepted again. Threw it into triple coverage. But there is a flag. Got to check something here. My bad. Looks like it's going to be a penalty on Houston, but there's no announcement yet. Oh. Illegal contact on Michigan. Oh, wow. So the guy that just dropped the pick gets called for illegal contact. Again, I don't know. I'd like to see the replay. As like the ref earlier threw a penalty for not much. And that was a pretty cheap call. All right, so a brand new set of downs for Houston. 1st and 10. Under center is McClendon. McClendon. Play action. Rolls to his left. Throws wide open. And he makes the catch. Tackled immediately at the 39. Butler with the nice catch there. Play action rolling to his left. Is that a gain of about, 16 there? All right, they're moving. In the shotgun is McClendon. Pardon me my voice. Trips to the right. McClendon keeps it on the RPO. Slides, gets hit, but he may have slid late as he only gets a yard. It looks like the offensive line doesn't like that. And he slid late. Offensive line was getting in the guy's face, but no penalty. So we head to the 2-minute warning. Michigan up 14-9 over Houston. They had a lot to play for today. Houston, a win to stay alive. A loss, you put all your hopes if the Battlehawks can beat the Stallions. Don't want to keep on reminding you guys, but he had a huge game here. Michigan wins. They clinch a spot. Houston falls to 3-5. We would hope that the Battlehawks, who are playing the Stallions at the moment, would be able to beat the Stallions, because if the Stallions win that game and Michigan wins, then the Roughnecks are eliminated. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Again, this is a sports channel for you. I mainly do, I'm a big football fan. NFL, college, I'm really starting to get into that last few years. It's really, really fun to watch, and all the upsets and stuff like that. And the atmosphere, I think, of college is much better now than the NFL's atmosphere. A lot more passion in the crowd, and I just love it. But I'll be doing football in the fall, so if you're a football fan, hit that subscribe button. If you're a baseball fan, I'm doing baseball now because I got to do something while we wait for football season. So baseball it is. Hit that subscribe button. Again, you just feel free to chat about whatever you like as well. You guys pretty much are my color commentators. You guys talk about whatever you like. Talk about the game. You talk about whatever sports events, NFL stuff you want to talk about. For the Steelers, obviously we traded Pickens. We're waiting on Rodgers to make up his mind. So, again, for your team, what's going on with your team? Let me know. Hey, educate me on what's going on with, the Cardinals or the Seahawks or the Patriots or whatever you want. Talk about whatever you'd like. I'll read it all because, again, my comment section never really pops off because obviously a small-time streamer is not going to have, a lot of people, though I do appreciate you guys for choosing me as your entertainment today as I do my best play-by-play impersonation. So we're back from the 2-minute warning here. McClendon in the shotgun, trips to the left, one to the right. McClendon, little out route there to the right. It's caught, and that's going to be caught for a gain of 5. Throw was behind him, but a really nice catch by number 3. Makes it 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 4. Temperature 90 degrees. Feels like 101. And I only live, 2.5 hours from this place. And I was like, you know what? I'm coming back out of retirement to play tennis. I'm glad I didn't decide today. 3rd and 4 in the shotgun. McClendon back to pass. Heavy pressure. Moves to his right. Nice job evading. Keeping his eyes downfield, throws. It is tipped incomplete. McClendon did a nice job to escape, but I feel like if he had committed to running there, he would have gotten the first down, but then he kind of backed up, showed a little hesitation, and makes a throw that was almost intercepted. As McClendon and Hill have a chat, Chris Blewett is going to come on, and he hit from 26. That was the other kicker. So here's the 51-yard attempt. It's up, and it is good. So Michigan now only leads by 2 as Houston is inching back slowly and slowly. 14-12 is your score with 1:42 left in the second quarter. Again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. This is what I do. I cover random games. Today's random game is UFL. I don't really get to do UFL a lot, unfortunately, as I'm usually busy on weekends, but today I'm off, so here I am in front of you, just chatting about the game. Again, feel free to talk about whatever you like. I do welcome people that talk. It's fun to interact with you guys. Again, I had great conversation a few streams ago talking about the NFL and quarterbacks, where we would rank quarterbacks, just talking about the most random people, and it was pretty fun. But again, you don't have to. You can watch me. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, this is what I do. Subscribe. It's free. I promise. You will not have to pay a dime. Worst thing that could happen would be you see me on your YouTube feed. You're like, I don't really want to watch that guy today. And you just scroll on by, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not for everybody, and I'd get tired of me too, so it's okay. And again, I've mentioned earlier, you guys are probably going to get a little annoyed with this, but this is a huge game for Houston. Those of you, your UFL diehards here, Houston can be eliminated today from playoff contention if they lose, and then the Battlehawks lose, because the Battlehawks are playing the Birmingham Stallions, as you see there. The record 5-2. Houston would fall to 3-5. Michigan would go to 6-2, and then Birmingham would go to 6-2. And again, there's only 10 games, so that would mean the best that they can do is 5-5, and the worst that Birmingham and Michigan can do would be 6-4. So a huge game, and again, it's a good one. Favored by 7 was Michigan, but Houston's hanging in there. Now again, that line might be a little bit misleading, as Danny Etling is the starting quarterback for Michigan, and he's the backup quarterback as their starter. Was ruled out. I believe he was injured. I'm not too sure. It just said he was out today. So Blewett will be ready to kick the ball to Michigan. Michigan going left to right on your YouTube screen. All right, here's the kickoff. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what a hit stick, and he is still down. Oh, he is still down. Oh, my goodness. If you like old school 2000s football, that was, you would have loved to see that, as he is still down. He don't want injury, but he is, oh my goodness, he got lit up. Where do they stream this game? So they're doing like a doubleheader on Fox, or not a doubleheader, but like two. If you live, like, I think if you like live in a local market for either of these two teams, they're putting that one on regular Fox and then the other one on FS1. But it is my understanding that the Battlehawks and Stallions game is the main one that's nationally broadcast on Fox, and this one is the backup. What jersey you wearing? So you were Big Joe Green, so you're about Trisk's age then. Trisk, his favorite player was Jack Ham growing up, but for me, so this is actually a custom 13. No one special, I don't think, has ever wore 13 for the Steelers, but my first jersey was a custom made. I know it's kind of lame, but I've been a fan longer than any of the current players. But yeah, no, this is my personal custom jersey. It has my last name on the back. I have a Ben Roethlisberger jersey. He was my favorite player, which I love. Troy Polamalu and then Heinz Ward. Growing up watching them, they were the best. I love them. They were my favorite. But when I came older, they were gone, and I had money to buy a Ben jersey. I'm going to probably buy a Heinz Ward and Troy Polamalu jersey. And I'm embarrassed. You guys can roast me. It's perfectly fine. I bought a Kenny Pickett jersey because I fell for it. And I didn't do it. And again, this is going to sound really stupid, but I bought it whenever we got blown out by the Bills in like his rookie year or something like that. It's like 30-3. And I just saw a lot of fight from him. I'm like, you know what? That's going to be our guy. Really terrible choice, waste of money, unfortunately. I'm sure I can probably go up to Pennsylvania now and get like a jersey for $5, or they'd pay me to take it. But yeah, so I have a custom-made Ben and a Kenny Pickett jersey, sadly. So embarrassing. Yes, sir. They are hanging in there, man. All right, so Michigan with the ball here, 1st and 10 as we come back from commercial break. Hands it off to Tawa, but he's met immediately. Still getting drove backwards as there's the whistles now. So the Roughnecks showing some pretty good defense, and I believe there's a timeout because that clock has stopped. Not lame. Fans are fans. Yeah, no, I fell for it. So that's why probably won't buy a current. The only current player I'd probably go is TJ Watt. Maybe Minka, but again, he's also like, he's not performing as well as he was. I still like him. So, yes, there is a timeout on the field, so I do apologize for, like, why is this guy talking about the Steelers? Timeout, 2nd and 9 coming up for Michigan. But, yeah, I don't know if there's going to be many current players I'll do. I'll just wait till they're at the twilight of their careers from now on. I'm like, okay, you've done good. I'll buy your jersey. But, yeah, I got to buy a Heinz and a Troy Polamalu one. Those were my guys. I like the bus too, but I was like 8 years old 8 or 9 when he retired in 2005. That was 9. So I didn't get to see him much. 2nd and 9 here at the 25 in the shotgun. Etling back to pass. Throws over the middle. It is caught. It's at the 40, 45, 50 spin move. Oh, and he fumbles. Houston recovers, but there's whistles blowing. I don't know what they're going to rule. They're going to roll a catch, and he was down. Let's look at the replay here. That was huge. Hit. Yes. Forearm was down. If you wait long enough, Pickett will return. If he returns and he's good, then there's no problem. 1st and 10 here. Play action. Throws it over the middle. It's caught at the 37. He was hit pretty hard in the head, but he shrugs off. That was Moore with the catch. Nice by Moore to really hold on to that. He took a shot. Ball at the 36. Michigan moving really fast here in the shotgun. Play action. No, he's going to hand it off. Fell for it again as Chow was going to get 8 yards. Again, the cameraman's messing with me here. The cameraman doing a terrible job, honestly. I mean, it's really tough. I mean, if the play action and all that's really good, but that was just a flat-out run. All right, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 28. Throws. It is in and out of the hands of Moore as he was hit as soon as he touched the ball. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. Show the video. Put the camera on the game. What are you talking about, EG? Am I trying to get banned? Trying to get all my work that I've done, which should be not many months, to be honest with you. I can't show the game. I'm sorry. Can't do it. You'll have to go to the channels that do, because, I mean, I'm not going to risk this channel getting banned. 3rd and 2. Ball at the 28. Trips to the right. Etling back to pass. Throws it down the left sideline, and it is incomplete. Fingertips for Nakua, but it was out of bounds anyway. So that's going to bring up 4th and 2. But no, I can't show the game. I'm not going to have this channel get going. So that's going to bring up Potter, I believe. Potter, I think, made a 55. Yeah, he hit from 55. This is a 46-yard attempt from the left hash. Michigan. Low snap, handled well. It's up. Oh, he pulled it. So that is no good. So it's going to stay 14-12. Good play calling. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Again, I do appreciate everyone that does subscribe. I don't think EG will probably subscribe today, but if you do, I do appreciate it. Even if you don't, I do appreciate you guys just choosing me for your entertainment today, or at least for the moment, as it's almost halftime. Will you get the Mannings? I hope it's Arch, man. Oh, my gosh. The March for Arch. I hope we do that this year, some way or another. All right, 1st and 10 at the 36 in the shotgun. McClendon back to pass. Throws it down the left side. It's caught. I think he landed in bounds, so he's got to hustle. That's going to be a first down. Big gain there, 15 or 20 yards. Yeah, they're already at the 40. Where are they going to mark it? 43. Oh, so it was out of bounds. Oh, that's... No, it didn't stop the clock. It's going now. Oh, they kind of bottled this. 1st and 10. This could be the last play of the half. McClendon's thrown over the middle. It is incomplete. Houston had a timeout, but they didn't take it. They didn't take the timeout as soon as the ref set the ball. Kind of like college, the clock ran. They had a timeout. McClendon is mad at the receiver, but really, McClendon and the coach, one of those guys should have called the timeout. Regardless, that's the end of the first half. We got a pretty good one as Michigan are up 14-12. A lot on the line today. Michigan wins and they clinch a playoff spot. Houston, with the loss, needs a lot of help to stay alive. Houston, obviously, with the win, they stay alive in that playoff conversation. So it's halftime here. You guys can do whatever you want. I'll stay here. If you guys want to chat, talk about whatever you like, that's fine with me. Again, if you're a football fan, hit that subscribe button. I'll be doing this in the fall on Saturdays and Sundays. And, of course, I'll do what I can during the week, but I'll probably let Jaguar, Grossi, and all those big timers do the Monday and Thursday night games. I would get killed in the ratings for sure. But, and again, I do baseball, so if you're a baseball fan, hit that subscribe button. I do baseball games as well as I wait for football season. And I will be doing football content soon. I plan on doing a NFL predictions video, and I do have other things too as well in the works. I just need to start writing scripts for them. I have some video footage already recorded, so I just need to make sure I finish all that. It's just kind of annoying editing. But yeah, halftime, so you guys do what you want. Again, if you guys want to chat in the comments, I'll be here. Otherwise, we're just going to be kind of just... Actually, hold on 1 second. Just thought of this. Maybe the other game Give me a sec to find it. I'm playing it on my Xbox. I will try to get that other game on for you. Well, tell you what, I don't see it. What the heck? I thought it was on FS1. I was lied to. A little sports app I had said it was on FS1. Okay. Well, my bad, guys. I thought I was going to be able to call the end of that, but apparently I'm not. So, again, you guys do what you got to do. I know you guys you don't have to stare at this screen for the next 15 minutes, but hopefully you come back if you're not able to watch the game or whatever. I got you covered. So it looks like I'm going to be staying here for now. Again, feel free to talk about whatever you like. Would help me keep chatting. I can only chat about so much about this game. So, I mean, I guess I can talk about the stats here. You guys can see it right there. Etling, 9 for 13, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Quarterback rating of 130, pretty solid. Let's see. Brent says they must be saving that timeout just like the Bears ex-coached. Yeah, that was pretty pathetic. I don't know what in the world some of these guys think, man. Like, I don't know. I feel like the fans have better clock management. That's not good when that happens. Obviously, question everything with the... You don't want to say it's rigged, but it's just like, that made no sense. All right, Turner with 3 catches, 31 yards, and a touchdown. Mariner, 1 catch, 26 yards. Moore, 1 catch, 13 yards. McCreary, 1 catch, 12 yards. Tawa, 1 catch, 7 yards. Hikutini, 1 catch, 6 yards. And it's this Samson Nakua. He's Puka's little brother. 1 catch, 1 yard, and a touchdown. So, 1 big catch there. And for the defense, I don't really know if there's anything really big. Had some tackles for a loss there by Dawkins and Alexander. Passes deflective, lovely. And then Whitehead had 2, which he dropped a wide open pick. That one was crazy. Unfortunate for them, or for him and Michigan. And then for the Roughnecks, McClendon, 8 for 17, 104 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Now, I would say the stats are a little bit deceiving. Now, he is, when he's throwing, you can see that the ball isn't quite as accurate as you'd like it to be, but he is playing pretty well. He did, again, have that really nice touchdown to Chisholm. Chisholm had to make a dive for it, but it was great throw, great catch. Really a great catch. White, 5 for 57. Lingard, 2 for 25. Really haven't seen these guys. It's been a lot of Merritt and McClendon back there. Or no, McClendon's the quarterback, but just, I don't know. You'd think they'd be running the ball more. It's not really a blowout or anything. Hall, 3 catches, 37 yards, no touchdowns. Chisholm with the great diving catch. 2 catches, 37 yards. Butler, 1 catch, 16. 1 catch, 10 for Peterson. Merritt, 1 catch, 4 yards. And then, Jones with 2 sacks. He has been a menace. Williams with a pass deflection. And I believe that is it. Grayson with the nice return there. Yeah, I remember that, 37 yards. I forgot the punt return guy. Malone, 1 punt return for 8. That set them up at the 1, and the next play was the Samson Nakua wide open touchdown pass. So, again, it is halftime here, so not much going on. Again, feel free to chat. It will keep me going as I can only recite this so much. Looking at the total yards here. 204 for Houston. Houston, again, with the chunk plays. And, of course, the Panthers had that big punt return, which kind of, took away a lot of yards because that won't be applied for total yards, obviously. But Houston looking pretty solid. I think they were only averaging, 230 a game, and here they are at 204. Michigan, on the other hand, was averaging 350 or something like that, and they're only at 132. So, Houston, again, a lot to play for here. They lose, and I would say they're done. They're not going to be completely done. They need help from the other game. I have yet to see that. I don't know if that is showing up, so let me move this to full screen real quick as I edit something on to make sure that's all coming up. I do apologize. I know you guys probably don't want to see this. Not much to look at. My wife, I don't know how I got her to think so. So I will try to. Yeah, it looks like it is on the ticker. I guess I just haven't yet. I haven't been able to see it yet. All right, again, feel free to talk about whatever you'd like. I will be here just chill until we begin this one. Yeah, we were just arguing the other day about this, the Hall of Fame and like who's better than what. I saw a post this morning actually. It's like, who would you cut? Who would you cut? And Stafford, it was Stafford, Ben, or Kurt Warner. And for some reason, Kurt Warner and Ben Roethlisberger were the two people that people were cutting. Like, I don't know if anyone here wants to share their thoughts on that. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm not, actually. You're just flat out wrong if you think Stafford's better than those two. But I don't know. I don't understand that argument at all. Like, anyone that thinks that is just not watching the game. Just not watching at all. They have recency bias. Or they're probably 10 or 15 years old. Of course, actually, now I think about it, they probably wouldn't have seen Kurt Warner, but even then, you can still look at his stats, and you'd be like, well, he was pretty good. But then again, that's probably what they do with Stafford. Oh, he had all those stats in Detroit, couldn't win. Yeah, well, I don't know. The team matters, but also if you're a really good quarterback, you're going to elevate that team. That's just how it works. That's why the great quarterbacks usually win, believe it or not. Usually. For the most part. But yeah, I just couldn't believe that. I was just seeing some utter nonsense. As again, it's half. Okay, we got okay, they're doing highlights for Birmingham and St. Louis. So Birmingham up 9, and then of course, I believe that's a Max Duggan with a 14-yard run, and that makes it 9-6. Duggan again keeping it on this 12-yard run. And Duggan scores there, so St. Louis, I believe they're up, 12? I don't know if they show the extra point here. So the Battlehawks are up 13-9. So if you're a Houston Roughneck fan, they are helping you out at the moment. So good stuff there for St. Louis. Again, I don't really have any dog in the fight, but it's always neat to keep the playoff races alive until the very end. So, again, it is halftime, so I'm just kind of rambling. If anyone wants to talk about whatever you want, feel free to do that in the comments. I will gladly read it. And if you want to discuss something, I'm just looking at the quarterback stuff. Of course, I can look at the running backs, too. That's always cool. Walter Payton, considered the best. Jerry Rice, obviously going to be the best. Really, Larry Fitzgerald over T.O. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Ridiculous question, but I'm not parting with Kurt. Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I guess everyone that was answering was like a child, and I guess I don't understand. Cut Stafford. No, it's obvious. I don't know who in the world would cut Kurt or Ben over Stafford. Like, who would keep Stafford over? That is ridiculous. Stafford still makes plays like he's a freaking rookie. Like, he'll throw like the stupidest picks and obviously stats don't tell the whole story, but no, I understand he won the ring. I get that, but I don't know. I don't think when I think of Stafford, I don't think of a Hall of Fame quarterback. When I watch him, I never once thought, yeah, that guy's a Hall of Fame quarterback. When I watch Kurt Warner, which I didn't get to watch the Rams Kurt Warner, but I got to see the Cardinals Kurt Warner, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I can see why that guy was really good. Hall of Famer. He went to 3 and won 1, and then he was an MVP, so he got to 3 Super Bowls. Pretty good. Then with Ben, obviously, I have he definitely saved the Steelers. A lot more. He is the most overhated quarterback, I would say. He never gets the credit. Defenses. You really got to watch the games understand why, the defense was like that. Of course, you get ahead, you start chewing the clock, hand the ball off. That's why Ben's stats weren't that great. And you're like, well, he only threw for 2,000 yards, didn't really throw for 4,000 much. Yeah, well, again, that's the philosophy. They ran the ball so much. I mean, you get ahead, you're not going to throw it. So, he's just the most overhated quarterback. I mean, he was pretty solid, very solid. I miss him. I'm ready for our next franchise quarterback. I don't think they'll ever replace Ben in my book, but I mean, well, I guess if you win 3 Super Bowls, that would. Who was the best in their prime pure passer? Favre, Warner, Marino, Brady, Rodgers, Breeze. Pure passer. Well, I obviously hear about the Marino stuff, and you see the Marino 5,000 yards in 84. He was obviously pretty good. Ahead of his time, would have dominated today. But as far as pure passer that I've seen, I'm not pure quarterback, pure passer, prettiest throws, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers in his prime was the best pure passer of the football. Not the best quarterback. Big difference between being quarterback and a passer. Big difference. Rodgers definitely questionable off the field and with his teammates. Totally get that. Totally understand that. I was literally a Rodgers hater for many years, but I still appreciated his passing ability. And now I want Rodgers on the Steelers. I mean, I do. I just he would hopefully change it up. Hopefully. I'm just sick and tired of the 9-8. Even if he does the 9-8, then whatever. I'm hoping it's either 2-15 with Rodgers or we win a playoff game. No in between. I can't have a 9-8. So Rodgers coming to the Steelers would open up things. Like we'll actually either be terrible or we can actually somewhat compete with these other elite AFC teams. Either way, I'm fine with it. There are 3 options. What do you mean? I don't know. I'll have to get back to you as we are now back underway, kicking off to Houston. Oh, he stepped out, but then stepped back in. He's at the 10, 15, 25. I don't know how he got to where he was. He stepped out. I think the Michigan team kind of froze too. Because he stepped out for a full 2 seconds looking at the ref what should he do? And I don't know. Michigan just didn't pass on it. Pure passer overall. Okay, pure passer. Rodgers. Overall quarterback. I don't want to say Brady, but probably Brady. Nah, Brady would be leader. Quarterback, I'd have to think about it. 1st and 10 at the 20. I'll get back to you, Trisk, I promise. 1st and 10 at the 29 for Houston. It's going to be a little swing pass here. Bubble screen, 30, 35. Hit out of bounds at the 30, 38. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 1. I'd probably be biased if I said Ben for quarterback. I just wouldn't want any. I mean, he had the literal leadership, arm, mobility in his prime. I don't know. I really can't think of anyone. Favre was, I guess, all right. But, again, I saw old man Favre. 2nd and 1 at the 38 in the pistol. McClendon. Play action, moving to his right. Sidearm throw to the tight end, and that's going to be enough for the first down. Gain of 2 or 3, but little Phillip Rivers angle there keeps the chains moving. Pure passer, Rodgers. Quarterback, Roethlisberger. Leader, Brady. That's what I would do. 1st and 10 at the 41. In the pistol is Houston. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. McClendon hands it off. It's going to fight for a few yards there. That is White with the carry for a gain of 3. Pure passer, Sonny Jurgensen, Dan Marino. So you didn't Trisk. Trisk is kind of older too, so you guys can talk about the old quarterbacks. I mean, you guys have seen more than me. But I understand the game's different now, too. So we have an injury timeout possibly here. Yeah, looks like they're coming on. An injury timeout here. Michigan player number 97 is down. And they're helping him up, so Carter is walking off the field. They're going to step away. So commercial break here. As, again, we're just now getting underway in the second half. Roughnecks down 2, but with the ball. It's going to be 2nd and 7 when we come back at the 44. Again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I call random games, and today's random game is the UFL game. Again, usually I don't really get to cover many UFL games, sadly, as I'm busy on the weekends working, stuff like that. I'm ready for football season, so if you're a football fan, definitely hit that subscribe button, as this is the channel for you. If you're a baseball fan, this is also the channel for you, because that's what I'm doing in between these long breaks for football. Which quarterback would have been great with better coaching? I mean, I can't be. I mean, if you're okay, well, if you're including everyone, I don't know. Rivers. I don't know. I mean, he had mostly offensive guys in his. Like when you say better coaching, like I literally think of Ben, sadly, but because again he had a defensive coach his whole time. Now Rivers had Norv Turner as an offensive guru. So I'd have to look at it from that angle, from better coaching. Like who was a guy that was really good but had a defensive coach pretty much the entire time. So I don't know. I mean, Rivers, yeah, he had the talent, I guess, but I don't know. He always just felt like he was going to do something dumb. I don't view him like Stafford, because Stafford, again, he throws picks like he'll make like the dumbest decisions over and over. If you're just tuning in again, injury timeout. So that's why I'm rambling about Phillip Rivers here. Rivers, I don't know. I like him. I just don't know if I would say. I don't know. I can't really think of anyone else, though, to be fair. Rivers was just stuck in the AFC. If he was in the NFC, where everyone could win a Super Bowl during that time, in the AFC, it was literally just Peyton, Tom, and Ben. Rivers was literally just the fourth best quarterback, and the three ahead of him were 100% no doubt Hall of Famers. Or in the NFC, you can be a great like Rodgers and Breeze, and you only get there once. So the NFC wasn't really as elite. I don't consider them like that because they couldn't win it in a much weaker NFC. All right, 2nd and 7 here at the 44. Empty set here. McClendon back there by himself. 3 to the left, 2 to the right, going left to right on your YouTube screen. And looks like Michigan is screaming for a false start. And there is. They're going to be granted. Alex Smith, Rivers, Tim Couch, David Carr. The guy from Lions before Stafford. I don't know who the guy was before Stafford. Orlovsky or something. Dan Orlovsky, Joey Harrington. I don't think they were going to be good ever at that, 2nd and 12 at the 39. McClendon back to pass. Throws it out route. Smacked immediately, but he holds on and fights for another yard as Hall is still down. Yeah, it looked like he took a shot. And I think, yeah, he is still down. Hall is down. Again, McClendon, getting these completions, but like the throws are off target to where the receivers are having to make. Like that turned him pretty much into the guy. And that was pretty big. So it's going to be 3rd and short, brief injury timeout. Joey Harrington, yeah. Who has possession? It's going to be Houston. I apologize. Yes, Houston with possession going left to right on your radio screen. I work at a radio station. YouTube screen. 3rd and 3 coming up for Houston as we have this brief injury timeout. They're not going to go to commercial break here, so we're staying right here. Houston down by 2, as you can see. Never ask me what the score is, by the way. If anyone asks me what the score, please just see yourself out, because I have 2 scores up there for you. One, mine, to the websites. I'm just saying. It has happened before, and I could not believe it. I was very nice about it, though, but I just, inside, I'm like, bro. All right, 3rd and 3 at the 48. They need to get to the other 49 to continue this drive, or at least, I guess they can go for a 4th down. Here's McClendon back to pass, throws it over the middle. It's caught. He's still fighting. He's going to get the 1st down and a little bit more as he's tackled at the 43. So that'll keep the drive moving as they are in Michigan territory. 1st and 10 here for Houston. Again, Houston, a lot going on, or a lot to play for, as if they lose, it's not looking good with their playoff odds. They would need a lot of help for the last few weeks. Ball at the 43. In the shotgun is McClendon. McClendon back to pass. Throws. It's caught. And I think that's just going to be a gain of 5 or 6. Probably 5, as Chisholm just held on to it and immediately was crushed by 2 Panthers. As I feel my voice is starting to give away. I still got a baseball game to call tonight. I will do it, though. 2nd and 5. Ball at the 38. McClendon in the pistol. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Running back, obviously, right behind him. McClendon hands it off. And White is still trying to fight free, but, the Panthers just swarmed him in the backfield. He probably lost a yard or 2. So that was stuffed. Houston really hasn't been able to do much ever since the first quarter. The big runs were pretty much it. So it's going to be 3rd down. Benning Potoai with the tackle there. 3rd and 6. Ball at the 39. They need to get to the 33 to keep the chains moving. McClendon back to pass. Throws. It is caught somehow. Hall with the nice catch, but it was tackled immediately. And that's going to bring up 4th and 1. Brent, Sonny, Jurgensen, Otto, G. Or Y.A. Tittle. Well, yeah, you and Brent go ahead and talk about that. I mean, obviously, I did not. I wasn't even a thought back then. I wouldn't even, not even close. All right, 4th and 2. Looks like they're going for it here on 4th down. Ball at the 35 in the pistol. Little bubble pass. Oh, he dropped it! Wide open! But to be fair, again, as I mentioned earlier, the throws aren't on him. Oh, that was Spivey there. To Spivey's credit, and just explain to the father here, that throw was behind Spivey. If he leads Spivey, it's an easy 1st down. So Spivey, unfortunately, again, just McClendon was just not being precise with his throws. Wow. That's unfortunate for Houston. Probably should have kicked the 3. That would have put them up, by the way. That's kind of a head scratch. They were at the 35. I mean, I'd like to think Chris Blewett could make that. I think he has. I mean, he's a former NFL kicker, so he has the leg. Very questionable, but it is what it is. It's going to be Michigan ball whenever we come back from commercial. They are up 14-12 over the Roughnecks. Again, a lot of playoff implications happening in this game and in the other game as well. But if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I do a bunch of random games. Today's game is obviously the UFL. I will be doing a baseball one tonight, so if you're a baseball fan, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, if you're a football fan, you love the NFL and college, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I'll be doing that in the fall. So if you're not able to watch a game, I got you covered. Dumb coaching, yeah, that was a very questionable call. And then, of course, the throw was a little bit off. And again, Spivey was wide open. It was a bubble screen. No one was really around him, which was shocking. They didn't press him on 4th and 2. So really not great calling on both sides, but or maybe you could say the call was good, but again, the decision, I don't understand. I don't know if, Brent, if you're referring to the call or to the Triskaideka question here. I would assume he's asking you who's better, but if you're referring to the call, yeah, no, that was just not a good decision. I mean, they had the right setup. It looked like going up against that defense, so had the throw been good, Houston still has the ball right now. Anyway, Michigan with the ball here at the 35. Etling getting the start today due to the injury to the starting quarterback Perkins. 1st and 10 at the 35. Etling in the shotgun. Rolls out, throws to his across the middle, and that's going to be a first down. Nice little easy throw and catch there. So the tight end will exit the field now. Gain of about 12, 13 there. So they're going to huddle up, kind of slow things down. They've been kind of moving fast. So 12, gain of 12, ball at the 47. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Etling. Back to pass. No, hands it off to Tawa. He's at the 50, 45, trucks a guy, and is tackled at the 41. So Tawa showing his power there as he gets a first down. Offensive line forming the holes. Ooh. May have been a hold there on number 75, but no call. So Michigan will take advantage as they have the ball at the 41 in the shotgun as Etling. Two receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Etling back to pass. Throws to his right. It's caught. Spins free and may have gotten the first down. His knee was kind of down, though, so we'll see where they spot it. I can't tell where they spot it. I don't know if they know either. It was close. 2nd and 1. They are hurrying it up offense here in the shotgun. Etling hands it off to Tawa. He's fighting, and he will get the first down. Coaching. Yeah, no, not a good. Even if they make a first down, no guarantee they score a TD. Take the points. Yeah, no, I don't understand that either. That was just not a great decision as Michigan gets a brand new first down here. Looking to make Houston pay for that very questionable decision. That could, in theory, if this game comes down to just a few points, that could cost them their season. 1st and 10, ball at the 30. Etling sends a man in motion. Etling hands it off. Oh, man. Oh, Houston swarming, and they drag him down in the backfield. A bunch of Roughnecks met the running back immediately. He was trying to make something happen, but that was not going anywhere. The offensive line got blown up from the left side. He had no chance. And we have a man down yet again. This one is a Roughneck, and he is still down. It looks like a defensive lineman, number 97. So I'll try to see the name. I don't see the name. Not the clearest camera for some reason. So it's going to be 2nd and 60. That was a loss of 6. That was a huge loss. Logan? I don't know. I can't really I don't know why the camera's fuzzy. I have a pretty good TV here, monitor, so I don't know. That's kind of odd. So anyway, 2nd and 16 for the Panthers. All right, we're back. 2nd and 16 in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Etling back to pass. It's just going to toss it. Oh, and the throw is a little bit off there, off the fingertips of the running back. But again, as mentioned with McClendon, Etling showing a little bit of that there. The throw not on him. Wide open pass in the flat, not able to connect there, so it falls incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. Some coaches think they can outsmart the game. We call them Tomlins. Yeah. Oh, yeah, if you love bad coaching decisions, you would love the Steelers. And 3rd and 16, looks like Houston is going to call a timeout. So timeout there by Houston. As, again, I guess they didn't like the coverage. Call him Bear Johnson. Bear Johnson. They're referencing the new coach for the Bears. I guess I'm not following. We'll apologize, Brent. So 3rd and 16, little timeout here. I guess Houston didn't have the right coverage there. I mean, 3rd and 16, they're going to try to throw it deep. Of course, well, I guess they're on the fringe of field goal range, so maybe, I don't know. Well, yeah, they're on the 35-yard line, so they are in field goal range, so I don't know. Very interesting to see. I don't know what they're going to do here. Try to make that field goal a little bit easier. I'd imagine that's what they're going to do. I doubt they just go for it all here. All right, in the shotgun, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Edling back to pass. Oh, they're going for it all here. Pass down the right side. It's caught. And touchdown. Touchdown, Michigan Panthers. I was completely wrong. Devin Ross was free down the right side. I guess that made it a little easier for Edling. As the Houston coach looks upset. Oh, my goodness. Looks like a classic 4 verticals. That's literally the call. All of them running. Of course, the slant guy running that little post. Ross down the right side. Free as can be. So Michigan is now up 20-12, pending the extra point. Unbelievable. So Houston takes a timeout just to allow a 35-yard touchdown. Edling in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. Edling hands it off to Tawa, and he gets over the line. There was a little battle there between him and the tackler. Kind of stood him up, but he gets free, gets in there for 1. So 21-12 is your score. Michigan up by 9. Of course, that's still a 1-score game as they head to commercial break. I, of course, have to stay here. Go Panthers, let's hunt. Well, the Panthers trying to pretty much eliminate Houston from the hunt because, again, this is a big game for Houston. It's a big game for Michigan as well, but I would say bigger for Houston because if Michigan wins, 1, they clinch their spot, but 2, the Roughnecks then put themselves in a very, very bad spot as they need help. The Battlehawks last time they showed an update, which, I mean, they're showing it in the ticker, so you might see that. I'm not able to, obviously, while I'm watching. But the Battlehawks were up, but if the Battlehawks lose and Houston loses, Houston is done. So if you're a Roughneck fan, that's pretty rough because they will be done. Obviously, you'll be able to watch the last remaining games, but it is what it is. To be honest, I haven't really met many diehard UFL fans. I think we're all just NFL college fans waiting for football. But I guess you got to pick a team. I did pick a team, and they were the Maulers, the Pittsburgh Maulers. Shocker. And then now they've been removed. So now I kind of like San Antonio, but I think they're the worst. I want to say they're like 1-7. So that's fantastic. I did used to live close to San Antonio, about 2 hours away. Now I live 2 hours away from Houston. But I'm not. I mean, Roughneck, it's whatever. How funny would it be if Archie dissed the NFL and signed a $100 million contract with a UFL team? Could you imagine the TV revenue he would generate, not to mention the other players? I don't think it would work like that. No, I don't think it would really I mean, yeah, people would tune in, but I don't think that would move much. Like you'll get the initial you'd get the initial interest, but nah. And the only way he does that is if he's allowed to play during the UFL season and then play in the NFL, which wouldn't be bad, but then there's the risk of injury. So we're back here, 21-12. Again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Again, I do a bunch of random games. Today's random game is the UFL. I usually do baseball during this time of year, obviously. It's what's going on. But if you're a football fan, hit that subscribe button. I'm ready for the fall. I'm sure you are as well. I'll be doing this on Saturdays and Sundays. All right, here's the kickoff. It's going to land at the 16. Popped up. Now he goes. He's at the 20. 25. Tackled at the 28. So Key's not able to do much there on the return. Only a gain of 12 because of the interesting little kick. He had it flat on the ground. So I see a lot of Panthers fans here in the chat. So a 9-point game here. But again, it's still a one-score game with that interesting 3-point conversion. I'm not a fan of it, but it is what it is. It's football. All right, so 1st and 10, ball at the 28. Trips to the left, one to the right. McClendon hands it off here to White. White's trying to find something but can't, as he is stuffed, and he might have lost one as he's trying to find something but just can't do it. Again, the running game for the Roughnecks, as I switch this over, my bad, guys, hasn't really done anything since the first quarter. Etling 12 for 17, 150 and 3 touchdowns. So pretty good day statistically for him. McClendon in the shotgun. Same formation. Trips to the left, one to the right. McClendon back to pass. Looks to his right. Fires. It's caught. Makes a guy miss. He's at the 40, 45, 50, 45. Stiff arms and is pushed out of bounds. Keys with a nice catch and a spin move, and what a run after the catch. As they're interviewing Danny Etling on the sideline. Keys with the 29-yard catch. All right, I don't know. I guess there's no action on the field because, I mean, they're just looking at Danny Etling being interviewed. Okay, we're back. All right, 1st and 10 at the 43 in the shotgun. McClendon gets the snap off. Throws it deep down the right side. A lot of contact. And it falls incomplete. Receiver looking for a flag, but it looks like he was tripping with the defender there. They got their feet tangled. So it falls incomplete. A lot of Carolina Panther fans. Okay, you're wrong, Trisk. You're wrong. It's neither. Michigan Panthers. Maybe the UFL gets big one day, and you can say you're an OG fan of these teams. I don't know. I can't say I'm an OG fan of either one. All right, 2nd and 10 here at the 43. McClendon. Little bubble screen. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15. Still dancing around, zigzagging. 10-5. Touchdown, Michigan Panthers. What a play. Honestly, again, that bubble screen, it was going to be an incomplete pass. He had pulled that pretty far to the left, and that made the job of the defender so much easier. What a jumping, diving play, zigzagging through the Houston Roughnecks, who had immediately retreated, but the parade of blockers made it easy for number 18. Again, he had the dropped pick earlier, I believe. Lovely dropped that pick, and he makes up for it as it's now 27-12. And if you're a Roughneck fan, not looking that great. Again, it goes back to that decision to go for it. Michigan going for one. Etling. Little floater here, and that one is not even close. Etling with a duck of a throw, and that's going to land incomplete. Let's hunt. So 27-12. is your score. Panthers have now made this a 2-score game. Roughnecks, of course, will get the ball when we come back. And again, it goes back. I understand they scored twice, but it may not have went that way. If you kick the field goal, you're up 15-14. You don't have all this momentum gone because you feel like you had the momentum. You kick the field goal, like, okay, you're still feeling good. Now you don't have the momentum. Once that incomplete pass happened on that 4th down, Michigan goes down and scores. Now you're playing. It's a 9-point game. It's still not a 2-score game, but, it's obviously still a lot of points that you got to make up. So you're kind of feeling this urgency, and then that happens. You throw a pick 6. So just not great play calling for Houston. And McClendon has been pretty off with his throws. Again, he had that nice one to Chisholm, but Chisholm had to make a really nice diving catch to complete that 33, 34-yard pass. So just a lot of mismanagement by the Roughnecks today. A lot of poor play calling. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of it. Just at key moments, Houston has been shooting themselves in the foot. Anyway, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I do call random football games. UFL when I can, obviously. But NFL college is coming up. I am ready for it. Hopefully you are as well. Hopefully you join me for that as well. I do baseball games. Baseball is what's going on now. So, if you're a baseball fan, hit that subscribe button. I'm doing one tonight, or I'm playing on it. Hopefully my voice, I can feel it kind of starting to give away a little bit. I've been calling a lot of games lately, and my voice is kind of chalked. I need to build it up, though, because some of these guys can call multiple games a day for 10 hours a day. So I don't know. I need to build that up. But, again, also don't hesitate to chat. It's been nice getting to know Brent here. He's been pretty active. I believe there was one earlier. It was Kendrick, right? Kendrick B was here. Chat for a little bit. Again, I appreciate you guys tuning in, choosing me to be your voice for what's happening on the screen. I guess you can go look at the Michigan guy on the couch, but I feel like I might be a little bit better than him, not going to lie, and a lot nicer. Unless you're a Cowboys fan, then probably not. All right, here's the kickoff, and that's going to land at the 11. He's at the 15, 20, 25. Tackled at the 28-yard line. As Michigan is celebrating that tackle. Lovely, and they're interviewing Lovely with that pick. Situational mistakes cost them points. 100%, Brent. 100%. I just don't like bad football, man. I don't like bad, dumb play calling. I call it out every time. I mean, it's rough being a Steelers fan. You see it every week. Every week. Empty set here from McClendon. Back to pass. He's going to tuck it. Try to shovel it, but he kept it. And he's going to get about 2. Pump fakes it to the receiver. Then he runs a little bit. Saw a receiver. Pump faked the shovel. Ran, got 2 yards. That was a pretty exciting 2 yards there. So Lovely's ditching the interview guy. That's a hero right there. 2nd and 8. He's going to hand it off. And he's going to get about 3 to make it 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 5. F the Cowgirls say 100%. I don't really call them Cowgirls anymore. I just call them the Clown Boys. I'm the original. I claim that. The Cowgirls. That was funny. I call them that for most of my life, but Clown Boys I think is better suited. 3rd and 5 here. McClendon back to pass. Throws over middle. It's caught for a first down. Nice completion there to the tight end, number 86. As that's a gain of about 8. So that'll move the chains as Houston tries to get back into this. Trips to the right. They're hurrying up. Bubble screen. And they read that one. I don't know how many times you're going to run the bubble screen and for it to not work. But Houston has really tried to make it work today. But it's just not working. Whether it's wide open and he misleads the receiver, or again they're sniffing it out because he ran it so many times. So just Houston just feeling the urgency here again. Their playoff hopes take a huge hit if they lose this one, and then it's completely gone if the Battlehawks are not able to hold on against the Stallions, which, again, I don't know how they're doing. So I'll have to just look back every now and then on the scorebook there. 2nd and 12 at the 40. McClendon back to pass, play action. Throws it down the right side. It is incomplete as that one sailed out of bounds. So now brings up 3rd and 12. McClendon has just felt the pressure in the second half. He's not looked accurate. Had a nice completion over the middle just a few seconds ago to the tight end, but other than that, McClendon has been off target. 3rd and 12. They need to get to the other 49. McClendon back to pass from the shotgun. Throws. It is caught. Nice little sliding catch by Keys to extend the drive. A lot of sliding catches. Again, just the throws are not really precise, so they're having to adjust as he had to make a great adjustment. Looking at that replay, going back. He had already cut inside, throws away, sliding, trying to get a good angle there. 1st and 10, ball at the 47. McClendon back to pass. Throws it down the left side. Oh, just out in front of the outstretched hands of number 7 there. Incomplete. Number 7 beat the corner off the line. He had him just a foot past the hand. So unfortunate for Houston. 2nd and 10 here. 1:12 and counting. Again, the running clock is low-key triggering, but it is what it is. And McClendon keeps it on the RPI. Oh, nice juke move by McClendon as he's going to get about 8 yards. McClendon bumps Stone. Stone didn't seem to like it. Stone yells at him. McClendon yells back. 3rd and 2 here for Houston. Trying to stay in this one. They need a touchdown, really. They will take any points, but, I mean, again, not kicking the field goal really killed them. As, again, he kicked the field goal. Or even if Michigan does, even if the events stay the same, it'd be 15-27. You kick the field goal 18-27, which is a one-score game in this. 3rd and 2, they're going to hand it off, and he's going to get it. Lingard gets 3 yards. Didn't think he was, but nice little effort there to pick up the extra yards as we have a man down for Houston. Clouds are spot on. Pickens edition to Cherry Circus. Oh, yes, it will be. Oh, I can't wait. George Pickens crash out season, especially in Dallas where they love that. No discipline at all. So it looks like we have a lineman down for Houston, offensive lineman. Number 74 for Houston. Apparently played for Texas A&M. So Genesee has a cramp. Again, 92 degrees. It is hot. It is a hot out there. Why is that hot, 92 degrees? Well, it feels like 102. If you've never lived in southeast Texas, well, it's right by the Gulf, and it's always humid. It sucks. That's why you see a bunch of 50, 60 years old people, and they look like they are 15 years older. And, of course, if they smoked and drink, then they definitely look like they look. Me, I'm trying to look young. My hair, though, oh, it's a shame. Happens to us all. If I shave and I lose a little bit of weight, which I'm in the process of doing, then I can look like I'm younger. The hair, though, is going to give it away. Anyway, enough about me. 1st and 10 at the 36. McClendon, empty set here. 5 wide. McClendon back to pass. Throws slant. It's caught. He's at the 30. Cuts upfield. And he gets the first down. Or close to it. As that's Grayson with the nice catch and run. So that's the end of the third quarter. Michigan is currently in control and up over the Roughnecks 27-12. But Houston with the ball looking to keep this one or trying to make this a one-score game. Again, I do thank you guys for staying with me the whole time. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. It'd help me out more if you hit that subscribe button. It's free. I won't send you the bill. YouTube won't send you the bill. So if you're worried about money, don't worry. I got you covered. It's on me. I am taking care of it because I'm just that nice of a guy. Again, you should subscribe. Why? Well, it's a football channel. I love football. As you can see, I have Steelers things on right now. Big Steelers fan. Obviously, we're losers. I know. You can talk about them, whatever you want. It's whatever. I'm used to it. No one's harder on the Steelers than I, so anything you say, I've probably said myself. But I'll be doing football in the fall, college and NFL. So I look forward to that. Hopefully you're there with me. I'll be covering the games that are probably not well seen by many. So, let's just say you're a Cardinals fan in Miami. I got you for 3 o'clock on Central, 4 o'clock, whatever. I'll, of course, do other games, of course, if I get a lot of recommendations, but I obviously got to keep in mind what the bigger streamers are probably going to be covering those games. So, but if you subscribe and recommend me the games, I'll do it. It is a channel for you. If you're a baseball fan, feel free to subscribe because that's what I'm doing now. This is baseball is really what I'm doing until, of course, football season. I'll still do it in September throughout the week, Monday through Friday. There's obviously baseball games, but Saturdays and Sundays will be reserved for just football, as that'll be a lot of fun. And don't hesitate to comment. Feel free to chat away, talk about whatever you'd like. Again, football fan here, and I consider myself an elite guy, elite fan with knowledge. I disagree with a lot of people, especially with the common fan, especially the casual fan that just relies on social media for their NFL knowledge. Oh, man, cannot stand that. Cannot stand those fans, but especially when they talk about something that they don't really know. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm here to help you if you're that guy, though. If you're that person, I'm here to educate you guys. But again, feel free to comment, talk about whatever you like. I mean, for the most part, I'll be pretty chill on stream. I'm not going to, throw this microphone at the camera and do all that. I'll do that for video game stuff. If I rage, it'll be on the video game, I promise. My voice is giving out, so I apologize for that too. But again, a lot at stake here. Michigan, with the win, clinches that playoff spot. Houston, with the loss, they would need help as they would fall to, what was that, 4 and... Now they would fall to 3 and 5. Michigan obviously moves to 6 and 2. Birmingham, if they beat St. Louis, we have an update possibly. Deion Kane, the former Steeler, with a 50-yard touchdown. So bad news for Houston. Gotta fly. Thanks. It was fun. Have a great day. Hey, thank you, Brent, for stopping by, man. I appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you again, man. So Birmingham is up on St. Louis. So Houston must win this game if that result holds, or else their playoff hopes are over. McClendon, play action, rolling to his right, throws, it is tipped, and almost intercepted. They're saying Lovely says he did, but it looked like he hit the ground. I'm sorry, that was pretty obvious that it did. McClendon throws, it's tipped by a linebacker, popped up into the air. Lovely almost secures the catch, which may have been a game ender there, but number 21 tipping it up. Lovely diving for it. And actually had it. Oh, he had it, but it... Man, it's another easy play there. All right, 3rd and 1 here for Houston. Again, you got to make... As we have a water break for the refs. I don't know what happened there. Okay. All right, yeah. Apologize again. Water break. I don't know what's going on. Now Lovely's exiting the field. All right, 3rd and 1 here for the Roughnecks. McClendon, 19 for 34, 199 on the day. Though, of course, the website says 200, so my bad. 1 touchdown, 1 pick in the pistol. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end in motion. Moving back to his spot on the left side of the line. McClendon hands it off. He's fighting. I don't think he got it, but the ref is giving him a very nice spot. Oh, that's such a generous spot. He did not get that far. Wow. Well, they're going to give him the first down, I'm pretty sure. He may have gotten it initially. I don't know. He got to the 26. Yeah. All right. He got it. All right, 1st and 10 here. Lingard does get the first down. In the shotgun, everyone in tight. McClendon back to pass. Throws it, little mesh route there, and it's caught for a gain of 7. Mesh as in the drag. They ran the mesh concept, my bad. Drag route by Grayson for a gain of 7. And I hear a lot of whistles being blown. Referee says, hold on, kid. Holy crap. All right, 2nd and 3 coming up for Houston as we have an injury timeout. He's walking off. Or I should say helmet. I don't think he's injured. He was kind of limping, though. 2nd and 3 here for Houston. Ball at the 19. 13 plays so far in this drive, so they are just nickeling. Really just that. No, can't say diming. Little draw here, and he's going to get near the first down. I believe that's Lingard, and he's going to get about 2. So 3rd and 1 coming up for Houston. Third and 1 coming up for Houston. Big play here. Again, Houston. A lot of just mismanaging of the game from the coach here. And then quarterback not able to complete simple throws. 3rd and 1. There's a throw, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of the tight end. Well, they're ruling a fumble. 40, 45, 50. He's going down the right sideline. He's at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Michigan. Spivey, I'm sorry, man. It looks like this one might be over if this play stands. I don't think he took the 2 steps. But again, a bubble screen for 1. And I want to explain this before you guys rage quit if you're Houston here. Bubble screen. Already seen that fail many times. 2, the throw was behind the tight end, so we had to adjust for it. And McClendon not able to complete these throws, and then the play calling just being so repetitive has killed Houston. But I believe they're going to review this, because it really didn't look like he had possession, according to the modern catch where you have to take 2 steps and all that, and then make a football move. But, all right, so they are reviewing it right now. Just bear with me. If this play stands, it's pretty much over, I would say. Houston has not really shown much, as they are showing a man throwing up live. Really? Why are you showing that on screen? They just showed number 10 throwing up. I'm good, I promise. What the heck? So Mike Piera is going to is reviewing. He's saying it's going to be an incomplete pass. So again, the throw is just off target. If he throws it on target, I'm not saying it really would have mattered, because again, the defense was just hard, was just crashing hard, because they've seen this play plenty of times. They want to show the replay of him throwing up. Really? The heck, Fox? Fox is being stupid. He literally showed the replay of him throwing up, or maybe it's a different one, but he's just throwing up all the way. All right, regardless, it's 4th and 1 here, so it's reversed. It's not 33-12. This game is not over yet. It's 27-12. McClendon hands it off, and that one is stuffed. It is not looking good, as he is tackled for a loss of 1, and that's going to be Michigan ball. Houston just looking lethargic. The offensive line got beat really bad. Oh, man, almost every single one got beat. Oh, man. So that's going to be Michigan ball when we come back. Michigan up 27-12 over the Roughnecks. Roughnecks, it's not looking good. I'm very sorry, Spivey. This one may be over, depending on what Michigan does here and how long they take. I would say Michigan is going to clinch a playoff spot, and Houston will be on the outside looking in. Again, I'm kind of waiting on what's going on. I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can look at the. Pardon me. See if I can look at what's going on. Let's look at Stallions Battlehawks. What's happening? 21-13. Stallions up. Oh, this is tough. So the Roughnecks season could be over if the Battlehawks don't come back. And, of course, Houston, I mean, they're already down by a lot of points, 27-12. So I'd have to say that this one, Houston season might be over. Or at least their playoff hopes. Of course, they'll have to finish out the season, obviously. But their playoff hopes might be over. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for choosing me today as your color guy or play-by-play, your mediator, whatever. Again, I do plan on doing this in the fall. So, if you like football, hit that subscribe button. I'll be there for you in the fall for Saturdays and Sundays. And, of course, whenever there's games going on during the week, once baseball season ends, I will be doing the Maction type stuff on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, whatever game I can cover, I'll do it. Also, if you're a baseball fan, hey, I'm doing baseball now because it's baseball season. So feel free to subscribe and join in whenever you'd like. Talk about whatever you'd like. Don't hesitate to comment in the chat in the comments. Do whatever you want to do. This is really your channel. I'm just here managing it. I'm doing all the camera work. You guys do all your work as far as recommending me what games and all that. And again, a subscription goes a long way. It really does. It's free. If you're worried about money, I promise you don't have to worry about that. But also, if you haven't done a good deed today, there you go. Help out a small channel. Subscribe. Boom. Done. You got your good deed. You can tell your girlfriend or wife, hey, I did a good deed today. I helped a little guy out. That's awesome. Is he a Steeler fan? Yeah, but hey, it is what it is. He's all right. As we're showing the quarterback comparison, Etling, 12 for 17, 150, 3 touchdowns. McClendon, 20 for 36, 206, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Etling hasn't really been asked to do too much, to be honest with you, but he is doing what he has to do. I mean, it's UFL. It's not going to be the greatest quarterback play, but he's doing what he's got to do. It's just managing the game well as he hands it off here, and the running back's only going to get about a yard or two. And if those of you are wondering about Perkins, Perkins was just ruled out today. He is in uniform, so I guess he might be the emergency third-string guy. Not too sure, but so they're showing Perkins on the sideline. Etling, of course, again, making Michigan look pretty good right now here. 2nd and 9. Man in motion. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Michigan hands it off. He's at the 20, 25. Powers near the first down. I don't know if he got it. I think he's going to be a little bit short, so I'm going to give him 8 there. All right, 3rd and 1 here for Michigan. In the shotgun is Etling. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Hey, quick question. How much does it cost to subscribe? And by the way, what is the current score? This guy, the camera guy's not even showing the game. Etling had kept it there and got the first down. Camera guy was stuck in the scrum with no one doing anything. Unbelievable. Anyway, Etling gets the first down. Trisk, see yourself out. I've said it a million times. I'm good. I don't think I need to answer that question. I'll answer the first one. It's free. You do not have to pay a dime to subscribe. The score, I don't know what to tell you. I literally don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you there. I have no idea what the score is. 1st and 10 at the 30. Etling hands it off. And the running back's going to power forward for about 5 or 6 yards. Danny Etling, LSU go. Oh, it's Cascarelli. How's it going? Hey, honestly, I miss you, man. Hopefully everything's going well. Trisk, I know you're kidding. Oh, man. One of my college football dynasty buddies. Can't wait to get that started for the new game. That'll be pretty fun. 2nd and 5 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Etling hands it off again. Running back spins and makes a guy miss. 40, 45, high stepping, powers forward, and is pushed down of bounds at the 50. Number 28, he's a big back. Has kind of like the upper body of A.J. Dillon. Not really the legs, though. A.J. Dillon's legs are like, they are huge. McCrary, he is hard to bring down. Kind of like a LeGarrette Blount type of build. That's what I'm seeing from McCrary here. If you actually can't see the score because you're just listening, 27-12 is your score. Michigan up with 9:20 to go in the 4th. Etling hands it off, and he's going to get about a yard. I don't discriminate here. Michigan again up 27-12. I guess I should do that because there are probably people that just put the phone down or put the TV on in the background. I get you. That's actually fair. That's fair. I'll say the score every now and then. 2nd and 9 here as Michigan just looks to keep eating this clock. Houston really has just shot themselves in the foot with the bad play calling. And, of course, McClendon just being a few inches to feet off with his throws have really just impacted this game. 2 receivers to the left. Etling keeps it this time. He's going to chuck it to the right side. That one was way out of bounds. Incomplete, so that's going to stop the clock. Etling had the guy open on the side. Well, he did try to fit it over the linebacker, but, that one, I don't know, I guess we could just say he was throwing it away because the clock will reset now that it's been set on the field, of course. UFL rules. I don't know if I like them, but it is what it is. Doesn't really shorten the game at all. It started at 12, and we're probably going to end at 3, so that goes to show you how bad the play really is with all the stoppages, despite the moving clock. 3rd and 9 at the 48. Need to get to the 3rd and 9. Throws. It's caught at the 44. Splits 2 defenders and gets the first down and a little bit more. Nice play by Moore. He's made some pretty nice plays after the catch, and he shows it there to pick up the first. Etling completing the wide open pass. The right side, Etling just makes a nice move to keep the drive alive. 1st and 10, ball at the 37. Etling in the shotgun. Etling hands it off. I believe this is Taua. Taua gets about 4 yards there. A hard fought 4 yards going straight up the middle. 27-12, Michigan just eating that clock. Roughnecks playoff hopes look pretty dire. I'm not going to lie. They really don't have anyone to blame but themselves. I would pretty much blame the decision to go for it earlier when they were down 12-14, had the field goal in, I wouldn't say in their back pocket, but they were in field goal range. Missing that kind of just blew the game open. All the momentum shifted. Michigan. Etling with the throw, and he overthrows the receiver. It's just a little out route there, and he just couldn't connect there with Turner. So as soon as Cascarelli entered the chat, Etling has been pretty bad. 27-12 is your score. Again, a reminder, the clock is at 6:20 and counting. 3rd and 7 here. Houston desperately needs a stop here. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, though they are in tight. Etling back to pass. Checks it down to the running back, and he overthrows him again. Just another overthrow, as that's going to bring up 4th down. So LSU GOAT definitely looks like an LSU quarterback throwing a wild there. I'm just kidding. LSU's had some pretty decent quarterbacks last few years. I'm just a hater. So that's going to bring up Potter here. Can't tell. 52-yard attempt for Potter here. Right down the middle, of course. They're just draining this clock. Might as well. I mean, this is smart. And it looks like they're actually going to take a timeout. So they used all 40 seconds, or 39.9. As Michigan will take a timeout. Not icing their kicker, of course, just doing the strategy, though. That would be kind of wild. I believe he did miss one earlier. But Michigan up 27-12. To recap a little bit of what's happened, Michigan, actually I forgot already, but I can tell you that Michigan, they were up, but then Houston started nickeling and diming. Yeah, they were up 14-3. Houston then scores, making it 14-9. Then they score a field goal, 14-12. And then to begin the third quarter, they were driving, got to the 35, and then on a 4th and 2, elected to try the bubble screen, which was probably their millionth time at that point trying it. The throw was off, incomplete, and Michigan has pretty much controlled it ever since. Just what would have happened had Houston kept that scoring momentum going. This game would probably be way different. He's 0 for 1, missed from 46. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Michigan makes it 30-12 with 5:15 left in the fourth quarter. They'll be right back. I'll stay here because I have to. Again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps. It really does. Just trying to help grow this little channel will make me feel a lot greater about everything. I do appreciate it. I will be doing football videos soon. I can't promise when. I don't really have a deadline. Just a lot of stuff happening lately. Haven't been able to get that out. But yeah, if you're a football fan, I'll be doing this at the fall, so don't worry. I will not be just stopping randomly. I won't stop and go away. I will be doing this Saturdays and Sundays, of course, in the fall. And, of course, like once October hits, Maction, stuff like that, I'll be able to do all the games during the week for college, except for Fridays. Won't be able to do Fridays as I do Friday color or play-by-play for the local high school. So that'll be pretty fun. So I won't be able to join you guys then, but I'm sure you'll have your big-time streamers like Jaguar and Tom Grassi. They'll be doing games. That's what they do. Me, I'm there to do the games that they won't do pretty much. So, again, feel free to recommend games. I will gladly do them, but that's months from now. Hopefully I'll see you there. And, again, I do baseball as well, so if you're a baseball fan, I'm doing a baseball stream tonight, hopefully, if my voice holds up. It might be one of the worst baseball streams I've done, but I will do my best to be there. 5 o'clock, Phillies Pirates. So I get to see the Pirates play again. The undefeated 45-0 Pirates. Get to see them play. That's really fun. Also, don't hesitate to comment in the chat in the comments. Talk about whatever you like. Again, we're all football fans here, sports fans. If you have any bets, I do suggest do not chat about the bets because usually you lose. Usually, for some reason, my chat is cursed. Do not bring them up unless it's a sure thing. But not that I'm against betting. I hope you win all the money you can. The bookies definitely screw us over. So I hope you win when you can. But, yeah. And also subscribe. It's free. It will not cost you a dime. All right. We're back here. Houston down 18 points, which technically it's still a two-score game in this UFL. But I don't know if they score twice again. If they do, I don't know if it's 9 points. It just doesn't really look all that great as Potter kicks it off. Fielded at the 12, jogging. He's at the 20, 25. Oh, makes a few guys miss. He's at the 30, 35, 40, 45. Runs into his own guy. Finally brought down at the 45 of the Michigan 45. Running into his own teammate may have slowed him down and resulted in Michigan catching up and to tackle him from behind there. Yeah, look at that. All that stuff. He may have been tackled anyway, but that is rough. First time watching. I appreciate you not blowing up your stream of commercial breaks. YouTube does now. Yeah. Well, I can't even qualify for that anyway, so. But I appreciate, hopefully I earned the subscription, Josh. And that is another thing. If you don't subscribe today, okay, I get it. It's a one-time thing, whatever. But if we do meet pass again, you got to subscribe then, okay? I think that's fair, but you should subscribe now. Get it over with. Nothing bad can happen. As McClendon is going to do a screen here, so hold on a second. They're going to get 5. There was a holding call. Lingard. What happened here? Lingard. I can't believe that. Lingard. They didn't even show it. Lingard didn't do anything on that replay. So Houston brought back. I'm upset. I'm not upset. I don't care about really what happens here. I just want a close game, but that's a little frustrating. All right, 2nd and 5. Little nice pass there to the wide open receiver. He's tripped from behind, but he will get about 10. So that's a first down for Houston. Appreciate you, Josh. Thank you very much, man. Hope to see you around again whenever. In the future, whenever baseball or football again. I do plan on doing football. That is my expertise. That is what I love. McClendon back to pass. Throws. It is. Did he hold on to it? It was pretty low. Had to reach down. Incomplete is what the ruling, as he is still down. The tight end did take a shot. Yeah, he did take a huge shot, so they're going to have to they're going to have to take a little stoppage. Yeah, he just got sandwiched by 2 players. So just hold off here again. Michigan up by 18. It really looks like Michigan's going to win this game, and Michigan will clinch their playoff spot. Houston is going to need the Battlehawks as well. I'll just see what's going on over there. Haven't been able to see. Okay, so the Battlehawks have taken the lead. Oh, I hope there's some extra coverage, man. Montana, is that the name of the guy? Or are you just like Joe Montana? Or you're from the state of Montana? I'm not too sure. So the Battlehawks have taken the lead. So not all is lost. Again, if the Battlehawks can hold on despite the Roughneck loss, it keeps Houston alive. Houston, though, is going to have to clean up a lot of stuff with the coaching and the play calling because – and McClendon has been off. I don't know if that's normally you Houston fans would be able to tell me if he's normally like that, but he's been off with his throws. McClendon back to pass. Throws to his left. Caught down the sideline. That's going to be a catch for about 8 yards. I did say down the sideline. Not really accurate. On the sideline, not down. On. Wasn't really a deep pass. My bad. 3rd and 2 here for McClendon. At the 49, they need to get to the other 49. They're going to RPO. McClendon's going to keep. He's going to slide and gets the first. And the clock will continue to run. Oh, my bad. I forgot to put up the stats. Sorry. All right, 1st and 10 here. See, I hear a lot of argument with the coaching. Mike's, oh, my gosh. Trips to the left, one to the right here is, again, 3 minutes and counting here for the Roughnecks. Oh, it rolls. Oh, a bad snap. McClendon. No one has the ball yet. They're all just staring at it. Now Michigan recovers. And this one is pretty much over, which stinks for me because I was hoping Houston could make it competitive, but oh, man, it just rolled back to McClendon. McClendon dives, misjudges it. Michigan, they all dive for it. They see the ball. Everyone stares at it for like a second, and then Michigan is able to hop on it. So I would say, again, I apologize for Houston. It's over. I got to say it's over. Oh, man. So Michigan with the ball to pretty much kneel this one out. I'm going to pretty much say goodbye to you guys now. I'm going to stay here the whole time, but I know you guys probably want to see a more competitive game. So I'm sure someone has Battlehawks. If they do show me bonus coverage, I will call the rest of that Battlehawk game. But I don't know if that will. Etling, here's the snap, hands it off to Taua, and he fights for, I think he just fought to get back to the line of scrimmage because he was hit from behind. I will go ahead and look to see if I can find that game for you guys, just in case. I mean, if you guys are down, I'm down. I'll stay. I'm not seeing it though. That's what's the problem. I'm not seeing it. I guess it's only for your local area, which is wild here. All right, 2nd and 10 here for Michigan, as this game is pretty much over. Hands it off to Taua, and he's going to get about 5. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning with your score. Michigan 30, Houston 12. As I try to find where that channel. Hold on. Give me a sec, guys. I want to see if I can stay on here. Probably not. Probably not. Probably they hate us. They hate the fans. Yeah, I'm not seeing it at all. All right. Sadly, I won't be able to cover it. Unless they do bonus coverage, I will not be able to cover it. I do apologize for that, but it is what it is. Again, thank you guys for tuning in today. Really awesome. Really do appreciate you guys. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps. It's free. It won't cost you a dime. I do football games, planning on doing a bunch of them, of course, every week once college and the NFL hits. And again, if you're a baseball fan, I do those about 2 to 4 times a week. That's usually the average. And then I will not abandon you if you're a baseball fan in September. I will still do them Monday through Friday, or Monday through Thursday, I should say, whenever I'm able to. If I'm not working late, I'll be here. But yeah, and also don't hesitate to chat. I do read all comments, and because obviously I'm not a popular guy, so that chat's not going to be blowing up. So, but yeah, just feel free to talk about whatever you like, just for the future. If you subscribe, again, I really appreciate it. If you haven't done a good deed today, hey, hit that subscribe button. Help out the little guy, such as myself. I'm a little guy. Maybe not in real life, as I'm on a keto diet to lose this weight, but we're working on it. We're just trying to help. I'm trying to help build this YouTube channel for you guys, really. I mean, it's just a sports channel. But 2-minute warning here. Michigan 30, Houston 12. As again, Michigan looking to clinch that spot. And I was just looking at what's going on here. And then Houston needs help. They need the Battlehawks to beat the Stallions to stay alive. We'll go ahead and I'm actually going to leave this if you guys don't mind. That way you guys can see what's going on right here. All right, 3rd and 6 coming up. Michigan has pretty much controlled this game as they have the ball here. 3rd and 6 at the 35. Etling. Play action. Tosses. It's still high. And that's going to be a catch of about 2 or 3. Did complete it that time, but the high throw kind of forced Ross to go out of bounds and stop the clock. I don't know what Etling has been doing the last few throws in this quarter, but it's been high and wild. All right, 4th and 2 here for Michigan. Houston just fell apart in the second half. Etling in the shotgun. Etling hands it off to Taua, and Taua does not appear to get it, and looks like they're going to mark him a yard short, so it's going to be a turnover on downs. Houston's going to get the ball. Technically, there's still a chance. It's slim, but Houston will have the ball. Down 2 scores with 1:48 left to go with 2 timeouts. So just bear with me here again. I'm just going to leave this up there. That way you guys can kind of see what's going on in the other games. I wish I could. I really hope they do bonus coverage, and I will be able to do that for you guys. If is what you guys want. If you don't want, I'll still do it anyway. All right, 1st and 10 here for Houston. Need a quick score, and then, of course, I guess they do the 4th and 15. I'm not too sure if that's still a thing. Haven't had to see that scenario yet. McClendon back to pass from the shotgun. Throws over the middle. It's caught at the 40 and tackled at the 42. So the clock will stop temporarily. So you'd like to see some urgency here, but I see a lot of walking. You don't really like seeing that. Not even close to being set. Unbelievable stuff, man. This is what's frustrating. If I'm a Houston fan, I'd probably be ticked, or maybe I'm more ticked than you guys if you don't care. McClendon back to pass, throws. It is almost a great catch. A one-handed catch. Miller was right on him. But that one is incomplete. Wow, what a great effort by number 18 there. 2nd and 10. Clock is stopped at the 42. In the shotgun. McClendon back to pass. Checks it down. But he does make some moves to get the first down. Nice catch and run there by Hall. So the clock stops temporarily. And now it'll run. Man, if these guys were set, they can snap the ball. Literally, you have a guy walking off the field. All right, 1st and 10. I think he did get off the field. Throws it over the middle, and it is way overthrown. Incomplete, about 10 yards over the receiver's head. So 2nd and 10 coming up as Houston not really showing much urgency and a lot of care, to be honest with you. It's a little disappointing. Literally, their playoff hopes on the line. I mean, it's not likely they would tie it up, but give yourself a chance. McClendon back to pass, throws. It is caught, but did he get the feet in bounds? I don't know if he did. He did not. It's actually a pretty solid throw, but unfortunately, the defense made a great play. Wow, just got back. +5. Great job, my buddy. I don't know what that means, but you're welcome. 3rd and 10. McClendon back to pass. Checks it down, and he's tackled at the 39. They need to get to the 35. So 4th and 4 coming back as, again, just not really much urgency here. Really disappointing to see. So I don't know. If you're a Houston fan, I don't know if I'd cheer for this team, man. I'm just saying, with your playoff hopes on the line, they do not care. 4th and 4. McClendon throws. It's caught, and that's going to be enough for a first down. So it looks like Houston will most likely end the game with the ball. Clock runs. 1st and 10. Just not a lot of urgency. I mean, this is pretty bad. 14, he's clapping, but for what? 12, 11, McClendon throws. It is caught at the 5. And I don't know if he was touched, but he's tackled at the 1 is where they're going to rule it. 6 seconds left. Yeah, I would take a timeout at least, because that clock's going to run as soon as you spot it. I'm assuming they did, because the clock is not moving. All I need is to see my little cuz get a pick 6. Lovely, yeah, Lovely got the pick, man. Hey, it was a great play. Jumped it. They had been running that bubble screen all day, and Lovely just recognized it. That was a great play by Lovely, and to return it, of course, zigzagging through. That was a great play. Definitely got to be proud of him, man. That was a good play. So I'm assuming Houston, so Houston did call a timeout. As, again, that play by Jermaine's cousin there definitely pretty much shifted all the momentum. The momentum was already shifting towards Michigan, but everything went to Michigan after that. Yes, sir. So it looks like Michigan is going to take a timeout, most likely their I mean, it's probably their final one. They will have one more remaining, but only 6 seconds left. Again, not a lot of urgency by Houston on this drive. Very frustrating if you're a Houston fan. Or for me, it's frustrating because you had a chance to make it somewhat interesting, but you just killed yourself by walking to the line, just not even caring, it looked like. And that's really frustrating for the football fan and me. So timeout here, so we delay it a little bit. Dr. Delay, yeah. All right, in the shotgun. McClendon. Rolling to his right. Throws. It is caught. Touchdown. Houston Roughnecks. As they cut the lead to 43. I'm just kidding. It's only still it's a 12-point game. All right, they're going for 3, which is expected. But I don't think it matters anymore as there's only 2 seconds left. So it looks like this won't be the final play, but this is pretty much the final play for Houston because I don't think all right, they're at the 10. McClendon back to pass. Steps up. Throws. It is in and out of the hands of the Panthers, as that one is ruled incomplete. All right, so looks like Houston is going to do, I guess, as a 4th and 12. Not too sure how that works, but it's pretty much over. Houston is down by 12 with only 2 seconds left. So this game is pretty much over as I see the Battlehawks still holding on. Stallions down by 1 with the ball, though. Doesn't look like we're going to have bonus coverage, so unfortunately I don't think I'll be able to call it. But I do appreciate everyone for stopping by. Again, hit that subscribe button if you're a football fan. Really, you should do that. No reason for you to not to do that, as I'll be doing this in the fall. And again, if you're a baseball fan, hit that subscribe button as well. You know, I'm doing that, pretty much in between football season. And again, it's free. It won't cost you a dime. So you don't have to worry about price. So Houston here, going to try to convert this 4th down, as I guess that's their onside kick in the UFL. Taking their time for these final 2 seconds, just keeping us here. All right, breaks the huddle. It's spotted at the 28. I wonder why that's the spot. In the shotgun is McClendon. Snap. McClendon moving to his right. Checks it down here. He's got the first down, but the clock hits 0, and that's going to do it. Houston is done. They lose, and I'd say their hopes are pretty much over as Michigan clinches a playoff spot. So congratulations to you Michigan Panther fans. To the Roughneck fans, well, that is rough. That's a rough, no pun intended. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. Do it right now. It's free. And I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all have a great night. Or have a great day, I should say. Y'all be careful out there. Peace. And go Steelers.